right, everybody, welcome back to Off the Beaten Quests Campaign 1. We know there's a lot of D&D podcasts out there, but you chose this one to listen to, so we thank you very much. We are back with session 62. This is going to be part 1, entitled Nightmares. Last we left our adventuring party, we had broken through a basement stairway wall and approached a door to the basement of Kazuo's shop, and the above of the house is on fire. This is a kind of a reminder for everybody, and this is where we begin. So the group descends into the basement of Kazuo's shop/home. There is a single worn wooden door that stands in front of all of you. The staircase is a little bit narrow, so you guys are kind of having to stand single file. Jack slowly opens the door, and it creaks as it reveals inside just a pitch black expanse that you see. You can't really see at all in there. Even those folks in this party that have dark vision cannot see anything at all. One by one, Jax, and then subsequently each of you proceeding after, walk into this darkness, and everything goes quiet. You all seem to lose all sense of your surroundings, everything around you. Ira.
Yes. Spooky.
You open your eyes as you are finally able to see for the first time, and you see the hallways of your family's castle. It's nighttime. It's dark. You see a lot of familiar decor and ornate kind of design of the hallways and the vaulted ceilings. What do you do?
How tall am I? Am I little? Or am I normal size?
You're normal size.
Okay, so I am. So
Why would you be little?
Like she's like a child.
Like a kid.
Oh. She's
Yeah.
like, did I shrink in
Am I
this?
little?
I literally thought you just like went down to mouse size.
I'm like, am I little? Hold on. I need to see something. Okay.
What did you roll for?
I was to see if she to make the decision of like if she would know like what lucid dreaming is or would have any like this is not real or
Okay.
this is real. And it was not good. So she just what part of the castle was she in? She like near like the offices? She near
It seems to be just like a tangential hallway, not necessarily near any like landmarks that you recall at this time.
she goes to walk toward her, like, I guess her safe space would be like her father's office.
Okay.
So she goes to just go there.
So you proceed down this hallway as you walk forward. The hallway's length does not change. It seems to keep going and going. No turns, no doorways to different rooms appearing on the sides.
Is there any art on the walls?
Yeah, you're seeing the normal art that is kind of usually hung in your family's.
Any family designations in those pieces of art?
Nothing abnormal, nothing out of the ordinary. You hear in the distance the sounds of yelling in a familiar voices to that of your parents, kind of echoing out through these halls. And you hear subsequently kind of in like this echoed, kind of echoing through the halls.
Gross.
Mm-mm.
She does pull out her bow and knock an arrow,
Okay.
and then just like starts to continue to run. Surely
You start to run down this hallway towards these noises.
Please tell me I hit the wall.
The hallway keeps going. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Does not meet the number, unfortunately.
You did would not. Less than perfect.
You needed a 15 or higher to do it.
Of course you did.
So you begin to have these sharp pains in your temple. The headaches seem familiar, given to an experience you've had a few weeks ago. And the laughter just keeps ringing out as your head begins to start pounding. Here.
I I stop, but then I also reach back, and I sort of like pull because my hood on my cloak is massive. I pull my hood around to make sure that like Ollier is not in this space with me.
He's not.
Okay. One crisis averted. Okay.
One down, several to go.
You hear the yelling turn to screaming.
I can keep running, but it's the hallway's just gonna keep going. Like
These are the screams of your parents.
the hallway is going. I am running. If there's a
And you get to a point where there is a kind of like a corner in this hallway, but you stop for a moment as you hear footsteps coming closer to you. A man walks around the corner. He's in a dark green cloak, has a symbol on the cape of the cloak that is in light green writing, and he has a set of bloody daggers in his hand. Dawn.
What? I'm always surprised when I get stuff.
You find yourself walking through what seems to be a long hallway made of trees. The canopy bent and twisting to form a tunnel of sorts. There's no signs of any animals or sky through these leaves. You're completely isolated. And the tunnel looks to stretch on for miles in both directions. What do you do?
Do I have my net with me?
No.
Dang it. I just wanted to make sure it was okay, but honestly, I didn't need it. I guess I start walking. I don't think it really registers to Dawn that she's not where she's supposed to be.
Make a history check for me, please.
Do.
Don't say it.
The natural one.
Yep.
Yep. There's the first omen for the night, guys. You don't necessarily recognize anything around you.
I figured.
And as you keep walking forward, you see off in the distance, kind of there's like a light at the end of this tunnel. It has a lot of colorful illuminations coming from this light.
Wonder what they could be.
There are screams of people. People that sound familiar. They are echoing through the tunnel.
I hate this shit.
How do you respond?
I think I start running towards them.
Okay, you charge forward. As you reach the light at the end of this tunnel, it does seem to be able to get closer, so it's not like an infinite kind of...
That's good, I guess.
You find yourself in your village. The heart blossom tree fully ablaze. As you hear a grunting and screams of anger, you turn and see yourself attacking the other kobolds.
Fuck.
Blood going everywhere, and in a snap, like a quick turn of a head,
Ew.
the Dawn attacking your people turns and looks at you and begins to charge at you.
Wait.
Bah.
Verity.
no.
Wait, what?
Man, I can't wait for mine. Jeez.
Oh no.
I literally came into the session and I was like, this is gonna be a breeze. Let's go beat up some old guy.
Quick note, happy Halloween, everyone.
Was it
It's probably like late winter, early spring when I hear this.
conspiracy
Yeah.
theory?
Throwback.
What if it wasn't actually Dawn? What if it was Aurelia shapeshifted as Dawn?
Just
Anything.
have to wait and see.
It's a conspiracy theory. Thank you.
Good conspiracy
Verity.
theory. Thank you, because I'm so dumb.
You find
You're
yourself walking the streets of a city that you once knew. The streets are cold and wet. There's a dense fog in the air. You pass by street lamps that give a soft glow amidst the fog. I'd like to think you look around confused, wondering where you are.
I do. I also look behind to see if, like, do I remember there being a door? Like going through a door?
You recall going through a door, but you don't know how you got to where you are now.
Can I look behind me and see if it's still there?
Sure. It is not. And as you turn back to face forward, you find yourself at the foot of a large mansion.
It's the haunted mansion.
You try to turn yourself around again, but you feel that in your body that you're moving not of your own accord.
Sounds about right.
The next thing you know, you are in a child's bedroom, standing over a bloody corpse of a small child with a dagger in your hand.
Welp.
That escalated quickly.
You try to step back, but you are unable to move. Smoke and shadows crawl out of the boy's body, eyes, and wounds
Smoke?
and begin to surround you as a large figure begins to form from the shadows and tendrils emerging, and the tendrils begin to wrap around you, beginning to kind of envelop and swallow you.
Like hair tendrils?
No, like tentacles, I guess.
that was worse. That was worse.
Yeah,
So
tentacles.
when you spared the mom and the child, this was not the first time you've had this sort of situation.
Don't
before.
snuggle with Verity after dark.
Lukeel,
Hi. So, what's mine gonna be? Can't wait.
you find yourself wandering in the streets of Cottageport.
Oh, do I?
People walking around the town. They have a small shadow covering their eyes and most of their face, kind of like faceless beings.
That's great.
Ew.
Yeah.
You continue to walk through these streets. What would you like to do?
I mean, I don't really know. Probably just... See, I don't want to look around more, because, like...
What will you find?
But then, like, if I go, like, to what I would perceive to be what my house was, like, I don't want to know what the fuck's going on there.
Are you aware of all that?
That's why I rolled earlier for Ira.
Yeah.
See what she would know.
Yeah, would you like be aware that that's, or would you be confused?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, sorry. That was... It's a 5.
I mean, this seems to be your hometown.
That's great, isn't it?
You are amidst a busy street. There are people kind of passing you by.
Bustling, mayhaps?
Yeah, essentially as if nothing's happening,
Yeah.
at least out of the ordinary.
Besides their faces being
Gone.
There's kind of like a
Like gone?
shadow or like almost like they're holding their, like they had a hood over their face. It
Right.
would cover like most of like
so
this.
you like just can't see anybody's faces.
Yeah.
Not to say they aren't there.
You don't. People don't seem to acknowledge you kind of just like standing or walking through this street. There's a lack of awareness of your presence.
I think I would try and like pull out my lute and start playing it, or at least try to start playing it. Just like see if anybody would notice.
It's
Okay.
only minor chords.
No.
Your lute is not with you.
Ooh.
Fuck did it go?
I don't
It's
have
a
all your.
family heirloom.
I don't have my net.
Oh, I must have been like younger. Like this must be like a pre.
You are the same size and age that you were when you walked through the doorway.
Okay.
Hallucination.
So. Just trying to figure out where this is supposed to be leading me to.
Don't overthink.
How
Just
close
go.
am I to, like, where my house is in Cottageport?
It's well within walking distance. You recognize some of the buildings around you.
Of course it is. I approach that general direction.
Okay. As you walk towards where your home that you remember growing up in,
Mm-hmm.
as you reach the edge of the street,
Dude, this
standing
fucking
just
music,
before
man.
your family home,
Yeah.
you look upon it to see it abandoned and worn down. The roof collapsed in, and there's overgrowth in the yard. And vines have begun to overtake the house. And you do hear noise inside.
I do hear noise inside. Yes. Quite noisy.
He's scared. He's trying to alleviate the mood with humor.
Yes, quite
He's avoiding it.
Quite noisy. Wow.
He's like, if I just keep talking, then we
Wow,
won't
what a
have to see
noisy
anything
version of my
bad.
house.
Hum diggity.
That's weird. Why would it be noisy? But why is it also abandoned? I don't really know.
Do you go in to investigate?
Dude, I mean, part of me is like, no, but like,
What would Luke Heel do?
I would think seeing your house in this state, you would be a little alarmed.
But that's just me. I'm just the DM.
Or at least given how you had left it.
How I left them? Okay.
Like, it definitely looks different than, like, when you left Cottageport.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that it's like a rundown and abandoned, I would, for sure.
Yeah,
so.
I suppose I will investigate.
Okay.
Which is different from investigate.
You walk up to the front door, and as you go to open it, it essentially just kind of like crumbles and just falls open.
That's great. That's so good. I love that, man.
Inside, you see two figures resembling your mother and father,
Oh, really?
withered and old, crying into their hands.
Oh, no.
As you go to approach them, they turn to reveal sunken faces, decayed eyes, and mouths with bugs crawling out of the eye holes, nose,
Nope.
and mouth.
No.
Just visualize Nightmare Before Christmas.
Or corpse
See,
bride.
I'm trying not to.
Makes it less scary.
Shout out to Noah's parents. His dad's birthday was yesterday, and his mom's birthday is today.
What are your parents' names?
Don't dox him.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, this is hitting a little bit close because I just had like very legitimately emotional conversations recently with both of my parents. So this is pretty IRL, by the way. So this is pretty wild.
100% unintentional. I wrote this like 4 days ago.
Ain't it though? Okay. Okay. What?
Isn't it how art reflects life?
Okay. So, yeah. I feel like I would be picking up on the fact that these are not my this is what I should be perceiving as my parents, but like I know that this is not them like in the present moment.
Okay.
Like how, yeah.
So what do you do?
Just based off of contextual, just like how long it's been since I've been at home. So yeah, I'm just like basically just convincing myself. I'm like, this is not real. Like this is all just trying. This is some sort of.
Would you stay or would you go?
Nobody hum that song or else we'll get copyright claimed. Let's see. I mean, I feel like I'd probably try to trace my way back to where I came from where I stepped in from. So I'd leave the house for first.
You turn to leave the house, and as you do, the door is shut behind you.
The one that was crumbling?
And will not open. And you
Great.
turn back to see these figures now encroaching towards you.
It's so good.
Eliana.
You can't just leave me like that. What the fuck? What's that supposed to be? Okay.
Everything is happening simultaneously.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you not watch him? Everybody left.
I have a guy with 2 bloody daggers coming to me.
Eliana, you find yourself in the ruins of your old village.
Great.
The smells of smoke and remnants of magic fill the air. The streets littered with debris and scorched marks. Just crying heard in the distance and close around you. What do you do?
So I don't think we've established where I was when this happened, but I would say I'm probably going toward my family's temple.
Okay. You walk forward and you begin to see body after body scattered in the streets, some laying across various remnants of buildings and carts, and others half singed, and the smell of burnt flesh hits the nostrils. Do you call out to anyone?
If I see anyone that is still like breathing, anything like that, I will try to like assist them in like
Okay.
batch any of their wounds, anything like that.
You don't seem to see anybody savable at this moment. You keep seeing more and more just death all around you. You begin to hear a voice. Unnatural abominations. Unnatural abominations. The voice kind of, I would think, causes you to a little bit to stop in place.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, kind of in the distance down the street in front of you, is a tall hooded figure with a scythe that steps out of a smoke cloud and is walking towards you. Jax, he finds himself walking through the twilight domain of the Fey realm. Wildlife and the air, the smells of everything kind of floods his senses. So he emerges from a tree line and finds himself back in the tribe of druids where he came from. He walks through the camp. There's some changelings working and sitting around a fire. He approaches a familiar tent and opens the flap, revealing the inside of his old living quarters. He sees all of his old belongings and looks at them fondly. As he steps inside and is looking around, after a few moments he hears a voice. Welcome back. And he turns to see his mom standing in the doorway. He looks wide-eyed and says, Mom? And he slowly moves towards her to hug her, but still in disbelief, as her form changes to reveal Yoon standing in the tent's doorway.
What the fuck?
He responds a little bewildered, and he kind of takes a step backwards and says, how is it that you're here? Where am I? She smiles and begins to walk closer towards him. As she approaches, her eyes begin to glow a bright white, and white energy tendrils begin to extrude from her body as they attach to him. He screams out amidst all of this and trying to break free, but Yoon's hair sets ablaze, and her mouth opens, letting out a screech. And in the inside of her mouth is like the fires of Igni Mortem itself.
Ugh.
Dawn.
We're back.
This raging form of yourself begins to charge at you. And is very much like in an angry fury.
Okay.
What do you do?
Can I... Oh, I have a thought to do something, but I don't want to waste it. I guess I just draw my axe, my great axe,
Okay.
in preparation to fight.
Okay.
Does she reach me?
She does.
Dang it!
And I would say go ahead. And this is going to be very minor.
Roll for
everyone.
my own initiative.
Roll for initiative, please.
Um, 24.
24. Okay. The other Dawn got 22.
Haha. Loser.
Okay. So with this Dawn charging at you, you get to kind of react first.
I don't want to fight her. I want to dodge her
Okay.
as best as possible.
Make an acrobatics check.
17.
Okay. With a 17, and I'm going to roll. Okay, you safely dodge out of the way.
Cool, cool. My stomach is in knots right now.
You're telling me.
And she rolls an 18 to hit. As she takes a swipe kind of to her left as you dodged out of the way.
That is my armor class.
Makes it, takes it.
Dang it. Well, she hit me.
And with her raging, she gets a +2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, make sure that's my D12. Okay.
Does she have any weapons? Is she...
She's using a great axe, but it is the same great axe to which you wielded before the one you have now.
Hmm.
And you take 19 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
Actually, excuse me, rephrase that. Well, no, actually, no, you didn't rage, so you would take the full damage.
Yeah. I didn't rage. Damn. Well, now I gotta fucking rage, I guess.
So are you going to rage?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
So you rage for
yeah,
your turn?
I clearly, that's what needs to happen.
As you do and you rage,
Oh,
you
no.
feel the tattoo on your arm kind of begin to like heat. There's like the heat of the tattoo as it kind of illuminates. Make sure you roll your wild surges.
Which one's an 8? Oh, here it is. This one, right?
The pyramid ace
Two
to
pyramids,
ace.
ass to ass.
And you remember you
Two.
get 2 of them because of your tattoo.
Oh, because I get to choose. That's right. This one, number 2, is you teleport up to 30 feet.
Okay.
5. Whenever a creature hits you on an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic slashes out in retribution.
Which one do you choose?
I'm actually going to take the teleport.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I'm just going to teleport away from her 30 feet.
Dawn is not choosing violence. This is crazy.
Dawn has grown.
She's growing.
Oh,
Can you read number 4 for me, please?
Number 4?
Yes.
Oh, is that what you got?
Yes.
Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding. Until your rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties. Ow, man.
And does it returns to the person's hand?
With a normal range 20 feet and long range of 60 feet, if the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current
So,
turn.
no.
so
Long range
essentially,
of. Are you shitting me right now?
You've used that one before.
You shit
rolled
for shit.
the 4. I
Take
You're
a
swear.
shitting
picture.
me. You are shitting me.
So she's
I
Thor
choose to
and
teleport.
you're teleporting. Yeah.
So we're just gonna run around this tree.
So you teleport to a different spot. She throws the
Are you
axe.
shitting me?
She can miss.
Oh, she could miss.
Doesn't
Thor
guarantee a
doesn't
hit.
miss.
It's a natural 1, so it does miss.
Oh, yeah.
So she throws it, it misses, and she like catches it back and it kind of like comes back to her hand. Era. You stand before the cloaked figure as it begins to walk towards you, so I would think you would kind of start to take steps backwards as well to kind of not let him get any closer.
Is the vibe familiar? The energy from the person familiar?
It is.
Then no, she ain't taking a step back.
Okay. As he approaches you, he lowers the hood of his cloak to reveal the face of your brother,
Yeah.
Arrow fires.
Percy.
Arrow fires
Okay.
into his shoulder.
He doesn't stop.
Cool. We just keep going.
You have no more arrows.
Takes 2 to tango.
You don't have any more arrows.
My daggers on my thighs.
You can look for them.
Are my daggers on my thighs?
They are.
Okay.
So you reach for your daggers, and he has this fiendish grin, and there is a glow, kind of a bright green in his eyes. And then you hear in an unfamiliar voice, kind of faintly, almost like a whisper, that says, "A new era for Marians." You go to slash at him with your daggers.
Question.
Yes.
Did the arrow miss him, or did it go?
No, it hit in his
through
shoulder,
him?
and
Oh,
it hit his shoulder, and he just didn't stop.
Oh,
He was
okay.
unfazed.
Okay.
You go to slash at him, so go ahead and roll for those 2 attacks.
27 and 18.
Okay. The first one hits, the second one doesn't.
Do I need to roll damage or no?
Interesting.
The damage doesn't matter at this point.
Writes down his AC for 50 sessions later.
You hit him with the first slash, and it kind of tears the cloak a little bit as it kind of cuts into his other shoulder. The second one misses as he grabs you by your shoulders, and you feel like the kind of like the clank. You hear the clank of the steel of his knives kind of hit the pauldrons on your shoulders, and the green, kind of blue, smoky magic begins to kind of envelop you. Kind of goes around. Your head begins to pound harder and harder. His eyes glowing a heavy, deep blue. And you feel a massive heat inside of your body. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Lame. No, not lame. Also a 14.
Okay. You feel the energy flowing from him and kind of from you, and you try to resist, but it begins to overtake you. But in a moment, you feel the warmth of a hand rest upon your shoulder. And as you kind of turn your head slightly to see, you see Nylea standing beside you. Stoic, commanding. I would like for you to mark on your sheet at this moment heroic inspiration.
Yo.
What is that? Is that a D1d6, 1d8? What is that?
Heroic inspiration works differently than a bardic
I believe
inspiration.
it's just a reroll.
It gives you
Okay.
it gives you any
Advantage.
reroll to use at one point.
Okay. Okay.
You make a move to stab him again. Essentially, you would kind of try to slash at the daggers as you kind of feel yourself being able to break free from this like energy.
Yeah, if his hands are on my shoulders and her arms are down, she's gonna go like across, like aim for, like across his like gut
Okay.
to like get him to back off completely.
Roll for that attack.
I don't trust any of you pieces of plastic.
Do you have any metal dice in there?
Nope.
I have a metal die.
I don't even have. I have one set of like hard edge
Resin?
dice.
Like, yeah.
Everything else is just plastic. 20.
Okay.
Dirty. 20.
That one hits.
Dirty.
And I will allow the nick property of your
Nick, I will learn this eventually.
so essentially you can do a second attack without costing you like a bonus action.
But I have to roll for it still.
You do have to roll for it, but
27.
okay. So both of those hit. As you kind of slash at, you said his throat?
I was going more like his
The gut?
midsection.
Okay.
Yeah.
You slash at his gut, and as you do, they both connect, and you hear kind of the ripping of flesh as the world around you kind of just goes poof. There's like this smoke kind of fog kind of flowing around you as you are sitting in this black abyss once more. You feel yourself standing there for a moment, but then all of a sudden have like this weightless feeling as you begin to fall downward. And as you do, you land in the Twilight Domain, the Fey Realm, and you hear Jax screaming.
Oh, we running.
Whoa.
We running. Here we go.
Layers of hell.
You run and you see. So we'll back it from Jax's perspective.
Mhm.
Yoon / Numok, the form that the hybrid form is beginning to take on Jax's form.
Nope.
And Jax is trying to break free but can't. He begins to kind of succumb to what's happening, saying, I deserve this. I'm
I
sorry."
would like to fire a magic missile from 120 feet away.
Well, you, with already running towards this
Saving my
direction,
boyfriend.
you bust in and you see this kind of happening in front of you. What do you do?
Fire
Do you
magic missile.
You still do the missile. Okay.
I am sick of
Point
her.
blank.
She needs to go away.
Did I stutter?
I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Go ahead and roll for the damage. What level are you casting that at?
Well, I have a use of it. That's just like once per long rest
Okay.
Nice.
because
Okay.
of my like magic initiate wizard
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Sarah
So
are
that's
in
what I'm using.
sync today.
Okay.
First one is 4, 2, 3, 6.
So 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do fire it at her head.
Okay.
Her
so
head.
these hit her directly as she kind of like vanishes into this like puff of smoke. It's almost as like you're hitting like a smoke cloud. And they still connect. It doesn't cause any like kind of damage around. But then the whole world begins to kind of like bleed and fade away, almost like in the pensive of Harry Potter, where like the memories when it falls in, but it's kind of in reverse. So it's just like
She does like
evaporating
run
away.
to Jax as that's happening to like grab him.
Okay.
Does he need any healing or anything, or is he like? He's
No,
good?
he
Okay.
has not taken any damage.
He will.
How did you get here?
I don't know. I just gutted my brother. So
And then it goes back to the same like foggy blackness that you are in. I mean, how did you get to me?
I would assume it's because you're my favorite.
I know, but how did you get here?
I don't know. I gutted my brother, and then the fogginess you just saw happened to me, and then I saw you being consumed and not even fighting it. What's that about?
Well, if you manage to find me, then we need to find the others.
Okay.
I have an idea. And he essentially kind of grabs you by the shoulders and says, "See you on the other side." And he pushes you away as
What?
you both begin to fall.
What?
But you both fall in two opposite directions.
Bye.
Huh.
And in her head, she's like, fuck it, that's not what I meant.
What if you said it out loud as you're falling? That's not what I meant.
Jax falls through this blackened void and lands in like a dirt grassy area and sees the illumination of a tree on fire.
I knew it was going to be me. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew
In
it.
Era, you fall and see this older looking mansion, and you kind of come to in this bedroom, and you see Verity being consumed by a large shadow entity.
That's a lot.
Meanwhile, Lukiel,
Yes. Hi.
seeing that you can't get out of this house,
Nope.
do you attempt to run further into the house, try to go into a different direction?
Are there windows?
They all seem to be like boarded or collapsed.
Well, the ones that are collapsed, do they?
Like they're collapsed shut, like essentially like almost like a rock, like a cave in.
Well, I feel like I'm just kind of like frozen.
You hear a soft melodic, or a couple of melodic tones kind of coming from further inside of the house
Yeah.
that sound like the playing of a lute.
Okay. So I try to approach the sound.
Okay, so you break away from these two figures encroaching you,
Yeah.
and you kind of stumble through the ruins of this old home, and you come across your old bedroom. And on the ground, kind of leaning against the bed, now decrepit and rotted, is your lute.
Gotcha.
What do you do?
Feel like I just kind of like drop to my knees, just like start like hands to face, like what is going on, like low key, like starting to kind of like cry, like what the fuck's going on, like, what is this?
Okay. The corpses of or what you had perceived to be your parents are kind of like almost like exorcist kind of crawling down the hallway towards your bedroom. Meanwhile,
Thanks.
Grab the loot. You haven't
Eliana
done
sees
covers.
you see this figure closing in closer and closer. How do you react?
Previously in this setting, she would have called out to Florenia, but given that her worldview has kind of changed on that since she's come to the material plane, she takes a moment to think and then asks, Thanaturum, is that you?
The figure raises the scythe as these ghostly smoke kind of spirits begin to kind of swirl around like her body, like in a circle. The face looks up, revealing a decrepit old woman with pale, grayish skin and piercing green eyes.
Is this the same woman from my nightmare previously?
Give me a history check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Let's go.
You recognize the resemblance of this figure to be the figure you had saw in your meditative vision before, but also recognize, especially with the natural 20, some of these features to be that of which the Emperor had talked about before.
Cool.
And she keeps repeating the same unnatural abominations over and over again. And with that same natural 20, the voice begins to sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
Cool.
I'm doing a very much like Critical Role, like cutaway back and forth, like kind of thing. So
I like
love
it.
I love
shout-outs
it.
to them. So, Dawn,
You got this.
this fight kind of seems to be going kind of back and forth. There's a lot of like swinging of axes. You're teleporting. She's like very much like channeling against you.
From
Do
a
you-
distance, there's no way this doesn't look hilarious.
Essentially, it's a lot of like kind of like teleport, like slashing and stuff. Do you fight back at all?
My only thing that I try and do is when the axe gets thrown, I'm gonna try and hit the axe and like destroy the axe.
Okay. I will say I'll call that a sleight of hand check to see if you can
Get
kind of
it?
maneuver that. I won't make it just like a normal attack roll. It'll be a little different.
Miss.
Is
It is a natural 1 again. What has happened to my dice?
they need
They don't feel
cleansing.
loved.
So
call
you
them
go
all
to do
beautiful.
this and
That's 3 natural 1s in a row for this particular dice.
wow.
And see, that's why I did the thingy.
You go to hit the axe with yours by kind of throwing your axe, essentially. Do you throw it or try to just swing at it?
I'm just gonna try and swing at it.
Okay, so you swing at it. So you miss. In that moment, you feel this like almost like linebacker tackle shove as you, because your focus was not on the other Dawn, but on the axe that she threw. And using this kind of like bait type tactic essentially came for you while your focus was on the weapon. And she essentially kind of knocks
Oh.
into you and knocks you to the ground. And as she raises her hand up and catches the axe back in her hand and says, "Kill all the monsters. Kill them all." And she goes to swing down, and you see
That's
up
some
above this axe, you see Jax coming down with his like hand raised.
like, is he standing or like through
No,
the sky?
he's like jumping through like to kind of coming
That
down
is
with like
so
a strike.
sick.
And
Falcon punch.
you hear him yell, "She's not a monster!" And hits the other Dawn across the face and kind of dealing some serious damage. She kind of like spits out some blood onto the ground. And you're like looking up now kind of from the ground as you see Jax is kind of fighting this raging form
Oh
of you.
my gosh.
You see this like fierceness in Jax that you kind of had only seen once before. It's very much the same like almost anger that he has or had when he was in the pits fighting the hunters. And you see,
Take it
Give
out.
me-
Let it out, baby.
give me a perception check really quick.
Not with that other dice. You are in the trenches, sir. Okay. You said perception?
Yes.
19. Oh,
You
that's
do
really
see
good.
that he has tears in his eyes. And he, amidst these kind of like throwing blow for blow, and kind of gets to the point where he's kind of like holding this axe with his hands, like kind of like holding it up. He says, "This isn't you, Dawn. Get up and fight."
Wow, what a sweet guy. Wait, oh, he's talking to me?
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I'm picturing a lot going on.
As he says this to you, the Raging Dawn kind of lets go of the axe and grabs him by the face amidst these attacks, and it kind of throws him backwards.
Ouch.
What
Very
do
strong
you do?
lady. I go to attack her.
Okay.
How far are they?
About maybe 5-10 feet,
Oh,
not
okay,
that far.
Just go to attack her then.
As you get up and you kind of charge at her with your axe, the tattoo still glowing on your arm, you hear the echo roaring of Hariyama through this area as you slice through the raging form of yourself, cutting that dawn in half.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like one of those like anime moments where you like run at
Slow
them and then you're
motion.
kind of like in your follow-through position on the other side, and then the raging dawn kind of like
Goes in
slides in half.
How did Jax know which one was the real Dawn?
Which one had the tattoo?
Okay.
That's true. It's true.
Oh, that's There are smart people at this table. I am not always a part of that club, but they are here, and I am thankful. They're also the same people that can spell characters' names correctly, and I have to ask a lot of questions.
With you out of breath, I would think that you would walk over to Jax and kind of reach out a hand to help him up.
Yeah.
What do you say in this moment?
What do I say in this moment? Does that feel good?
Can you tell me?
Yeah.
He gets up and says, and again, the surroundings of you is now starting to kind of slowly like kind of fade away in this like wispy smoke. And he says, we're in some type of like void vision thing. We need to hurry up and find the others as this like kind of the surroundings of you start to kind of go to this black void. Meanwhile, Verity.
Can we go back to Dawn?
Nope.
Nope.
We were just at Dawn.
Yeah, I did it. I defeated my demons. Nah, Jax defeated my demons for me, actually. Thanks, Jax.
Ears in the mood to fuck more shit up. Let's go.
You have this, Verity, you have the heavy, immense feeling of like whispers filling your head as your whole body begins to go limp. The shadow swirling around you saying, "We gave you a chance. Now you face the consequences." You try to respond, but a shadowy hand kind of wraps its like fingers kind of around your throat.
Verity has a panic attack.
How far do I see this? How far away am I
You're
from
like
this?
right there. What do you do?
Oh,
That's what I was about to get
Cool.
to.
I don't like the little girl voice in those whispers. That made me really uncomfortable.
Oh, I hear it.
Is this a fiend or undead? I'm gonna I have a use of Divine Smite.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that at second level because it's what I have available.
Okay.
3d8.
Okay. You don't need to take off the spell slot for that,
Okay.
given the state of things.
Oh, I have a use of it at first level
Okay.
because of just my paladin.
You do this, and what do you say in this moment? Like as you're casting this divine smite.
Actually, before I do that, do I see the shadows?
Oh yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah?
it's like
Okay.
it's like basically this is shadowy kind of smoke entity kind of essentially kind of lifting Verity up with its hand around her throat.
I'm really sick of people thinking they can just control my friends.
And this
And I just like take a dagger with the divine smite and just
the dagger glows like this bright whitish
Radiant.
yellow, and as you cut through this shadow, it releases Verity, and she falls to the floor, kind of catching her breath. And the whispers fade.
You have quite the story to fill me in on later.
When I look up, do I still see the little boy in the bed?
You do.
And does Ira see it?
But the image, everything around you starts to begin to fade to this like smoky kind of atmosphere.
Did Ira see it though before?
Briefly, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I would think so.
As like it does disappear, Verity just repeatedly under her breath just keeps repeating, "I'm so sorry."
Okay.
We don't have time for that right now.
She does not listen to you.
That's fine. She's not given a choice because we're about to bamf out of here. Bamf?
As the like black void kind of appears around you two, as we cut away to Lukiel once more.
Hi.
You kind of turn, looking through your hands in this like paralyzed shock as these corpses begin to close in on you in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Your hands kind of shaking. Your hands themselves begin to look as if they're aging.
Mm.
Cracking of this dryness as you hear a loud couple of thuds, like doof, doof. And you just see through at these corpses, all of a sudden, this large blade of an axe just cuts down and cuts one of them in half. As you see Dawn and Jack standing behind them.
Hell yeah.
I'm just kind of fucking mortified.
Jax walks over to you after basically letting Dawn just kind of cut through the one and then turn and swipe and cut the other. And Jax walks over to you after that and says, "Come on, buddy. Everything's going to be all right. We're here now." And he puts his hand out to kind of help you up.
My hand's still aging?
No.
Good. Because if Lukiel's anything like me, he would have freaked the fuck out the minute he saw that. So.
Do you take his hand?
Yeah, I want to get the fuck out of here.
So he
Fuck this.
helps you up and says, "It was all just a nightmare, man. We're here. Just like we'll always be here. We got you." As the kind of surroundings around you begins to fade to this like smoky kind of breaking away into this black void.
Love that. Yep.
Eliana,
Yes.
the smoke spirits from this figure begin to kind of swirl away from this figure as the scythe is raised, and they begin to spin around you, kind of circle, encompassing you. There's only about like 2 or 3, but they each have their own unique shape. The figure now standing kind of face to face with you, still repeating the same phrase and going off of the same natural 20 you had earlier.
Ooh, that thing is carrying me.
I gotta make it worth it. It's a natural 20. You recognize the green of her eyes
Yeah.
as the scythe begins to come down quickly. What do you do?
I use my last face step to bamf away.
As you do, you see, you kind of like face step, like, and where you appear, you see standing just behind you, Verity, Jax, Dawn, Ira, and Lukiel.
I feel like in this moment when she sees her friends, she's had this nightmare before, subtract like the deathly figures before. She's definitely had like a reliving of like finding these people and like her temple and like village in ruins. So like at first she thought this was just like a nightmare, but then once her friends are there, she's like, oh, like this is a new thing happening.
The figure, noticing kind of all of them arrive, kind of steps back and shouts, "This isn't over, Eliana. Not if I can help it. Flossidus be damned." And the figure kind of dissipates in this plume of black smoke that kind of forms kind of a skull as it kind of floats upward.
So you guys have met Florenia? Kind of.
She seems delightful.
Oh, I was going to say the exact opposite. Crazy.
Melded into... It seems like they're conjoined at this point, but there's Thanatorum, who she seemed to be collaborating with, and it looks like she's dragged you guys into this as well.
Oh.
Who is Thanatorum? What does she do? What's her...
What's your shtick?
Maybe we should try to get out of here first.
The surrounding
We're ready
area
for a
begins to
history lesson.
fade into that same smoky area as the kind of the black void begins to kind of come through, but then all of a sudden it shatters like glass breaking through the fog, and you all see yourselves standing in the basement of Kazuo's shop. The crackling of the fire kind of heard in the distance above you. But you notice that it's not a wooden floor above this. It's almost like a stone kind of support beamed floor. So essentially kind of almost is like the foundation kind of underneath this, or underneath the house itself. There is, standing across from the six of you, is a ghostly figure in clad armor surrounded by 4 smoky, glowing, ghostly figures. The knight standing over an unconscious body resembling the man that you saw at Hop Owl Hills.
Peculiar.
The knight takes a step forward and says, "The one they call Eliana. Prepare to die at the hands of the Death Knight General of Thanatura's servants."
Ira steps in front of her.
I don't like that the NPCs are referring to me by name. I feel like it's never happened before, and it feels uncomfortable.
And that's where we're going to end for this part of the session, at least. Again, as always, thank you guys so much for listening, coming in to tune into this. Hope it was a spooky little nightmare session for you all to get a little bit of lore and have some fun with. Again, big shout outs to Pocket Bard for making it just that much more scarier, which we can't stress that enough.
Really does, yeah.
Thank you for the nightmares.
It's the voices for Nina.
But as always, like, subscribe, do all the things to make sure you never miss an episode. We thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next part.
Bye.
Bye.
My name is Allie Goodell, and I am part of the filmmaking team on this podcast. I play Eliana Silmare. She is an Eladrin elf druid. She actually comes from a family of druids, and she is originally from the Feywild. Her family worships a goddess named Florenia. This was her whole world, was Florenia, was learning about Florenia and the balance of nature and eliminating abominations and the balance of just the world in general. But then when her village was attacked, she ended up going to the material plane, and things were not as they originally seemed. She kind of realized that she was indoctrinated as a child, and so as of right now, her character is still kind of naive, but she's constantly learning about the world around her and trying to figure out what her place is in the world when she finds out her whole religion has basically been a lie. I think one thing specifically to Eliana is that throughout her experience on the material plane, she's been struggling with finding what is right and what's wrong, the truth to things. So her trying to formulate that balance and how she fits in life, I think, is very important to her character. And so seeing the way she interacts with her new goddess, Flossidus, and just the world around her is interesting to me. This cast of characters is definitely something. I feel like there is a lot of chaos, but usually that tends to happen in a lot of D&D campaigns. I feel especially with Dawn and Lukiel's shenanigans, things get a little crazy, and that can be really entertaining. And I also feel like there are some great emotional moments between characters as well. I think there's a great balance that people are gonna love. You can find us at Off the Beaten Quest on all podcast platforms, as well as Twitch and YouTube, and you can also find us on our social medias.
Hi, I'm Allie Fussell. I am doing all of the marketing, project management, keeping everyone on track to get Off the Beaten Quest out into the world. I play level 8 paladin fighter Iraton. She is an unconventional paladin. When I built her, she's my first campaign character. When I built her like my favorite gaming characters. So she can kind of do a little bit of everything. She specializes with a longbow and 2 daggers, so she's pretty lethal at distance and up close. She also has a good bit of emotional stuff, which I think the audience can pick out pretty easily, where she loves her friends and her family deeply, but the way in which she does so is not always the way in which they are open to receiving. So she's having to learn and navigate a lot of that. She also has a companion that is a homebrew race called a hop owl. That's half rabbit, half owl. His name is Aarencia. And is also in a relationship with an NPC that our DM / my husband created named Jax. So you'll get to hear all about that. So in the first few episodes, there are a lot of moments that are very interesting for Ira. One of them is a very special moment with Aarencia where he has to make a choice on what his next steps will be. In addition to that, there's some pretty gnarly emotional turmoil that Ira navigates with one of her party members that I think will be interesting for everyone to hear and to listen to get some insight into her backstory. I think the audience is going to find someone in this cast that they relate to, whether it's someone that's just goofy and likes to have a good time, whether it's someone that's serious, that's trying to learn how to loosen up, or whether it's just someone that completely understands who they are and accepts themselves for that. While they might still feel like an outcast, they'll find a bit of themselves somewhere in this campaign and in this cast. You can find us on all major podcast streaming platforms, in addition to YouTube and Twitch, and all social media, which is linked in the caption right down here.
Hi, my name is Nina Neubauer, and my role with the podcast is to be the personality hire. I am loud, I am rambunctious, which helps with my character, but it also helps on the social media side of things. In the campaign, I play a barbarian Furbolg. Her name is Dawn Heartsmead. She's about 8 feet tall. She's hot pink. She has pink hair, pink skin, and she has also like singed ends to her hair that's like kind of like reddish. She has a lot of questions in her life, but that's okay, and we're discovering them together. And she also loves to wield her great axe, which is super duper fun. She chants, she is a little unhinged at times, but she always brings a good time. I think everyone in the campaign wishes she was a little bit more polished, but let's be honest, she's not gonna be, so that's okay. We open up with something having to do with my character, and Dawn has been away from her home for a long time, and she feels like she's only been surrounded by questions and no answers recently in the last several years of her life. So keep that in mind when listening to it, that it's a very intense moment for Dawn, because she hasn't been around anything involving her home in 5+ years. Furbolgs are very community-based, and they love nature, they love the growth, they love their roots, and Dawn has not been able to have those things in many, many years. So keep that in mind when listening to the first couple episodes. Everybody has something or someone to relate to because we're all very different and we all have a big dynamic, and I think it'll be kind of fun for the audience to discover everyone's role in the group as we continue on, and come along in the journey of discovering our own roles in the group, because I'm pretty new and Verity is pretty new, so we have a lot to discover as a group. So it'll be relatable for the past, and everybody will be excited to see the direction that we all take in the group. You can find Off the Beaten Quest on all major podcasting platforms, including YouTube, including Twitch, and don't forget to follow us on social media.
Hello, my name is Noah Dockery. I am in charge of all of the audio things that you hear in our podcast for Off the Beaten Quest, as far as the processing, mixing, and mastering of all the audio. I am playing the character Lukiel Oliver. He is a level 8 bard. His race is an Aesomer as well, so he's part human, part celestial. There's a little bit of a connection piece with that as far as in the story. And also he is from Cottageport originally, but he has since left Cottageport in hopes of finding better opportunity with his performance, with music, and also creating some new friends and making some new connections along the way, in some ways that he honestly might have not really expected. I think what you could probably expect from Lukiel, especially starting out, is that he is not a great listener. He kind of wants to do his own thing sometimes, and some of that also involves he's a little bit particular about some of the things that he prefers. He's also very hungry and very particular about the foods that he is wanting to consume at any given time. So he's just generally very sporadic in nature. So, and I think that you guys will probably pick up on that pretty quickly. What a collectively just unique grouping of people as well as characters in this campaign. It's really honestly entertaining to see how it all comes together, to see how it all kind of ties in, because on paper a lot of that sort of stuff may not tie in super well, but in actual session and in performance, kind of as we go through these different story paths and these different sorts of winding roads, if you will, it kind of works itself out in a weird way, but yeah, it all kind of comes together really nicely. So you can find us at Off the Beaten Quest on our YouTube channel as well as our Twitch channel. You can find the podcast on all major podcasting platforms, and you can find our socials at the links provided in the caption below.
Hello, my name is Sarah Matlack. I'm kind of a flex role, and so I kind of jump from task to task. Just wherever people need me, I'm there. I play a red tiefling named Verity Belladonna. Verity is a rogue warlock, kind of in the trickster fiend area, which can make things quite interesting. Verity does have a mother and a little sister. Her mother is Ilma and her sister is Nadine. She also has the blue human eyes. One of the cool things about Verity is that she is showing as a tiefling, but her mother is actually human. And so one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we had for her character art and everything was that she had blue human eyes, just so we could have both representations of her father, who was a red tiefling, and her mother, who is human. We are a rowdy bunch, and I feel like with each character there is going to be someone you can connect to in a way. And that's another thing I love about this group, is that you can find a way to connect to them, whether it's through an emotion scene, whether it's just getting drunk at a tavern or climbing a tree. You just never know. Dreams can show someone your truest desires as well as your darkest fears. And so I would keep an eye out for those dreams and visions, because you might see them pop up every now and then throughout the series. You can find us on all major podcasting platforms, including our Twitch, YouTube, and other social medias.
My name is Justin Fussell. I am the game master for Off the Beaten Quest. Outside of being the game master, I do a lot of writing, world building, filmmaking. Me and my wife, we run Imagistorm Productions together. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just incorporating a lot of the world building and writing that I do into this, building this campaign overall. It's been really interesting to kind of take the filmmaking background and kind of apply it to being a game master, because essentially a lot of like the players are the actors and you're setting scenes and you kind of just let them freeform in the space versus just any like preconceived dialogue. So it's a lot of fun just to kind of see, you put the situations in their hands and just kind of see what they come up with. I enjoy playing D&D with this group because they're like my found family. It's been, I love everybody that sits at this table. It's been a lot of fun to just be able to kind of build this world with them together. A lot of the way I incorporate this with a lot of the players and the story and stuff has been a lot of collaboration, seeing how their stories intertwine with what I have planned and vice versa. It's going to be a very interesting to see how the people receive everybody. Everybody's got its own different flair, and the way that this team is made up of very colorful characters, I think everybody's going to love them. They're going to find something to laugh with and have fun with, and it's going to be really good. In the campaign, I play a lot of the different NPCs, of course, but the main one that I play is Jax. He's a fighter monk druid, and he came from a tribe of changelings that existed in the Fey realm and kind of had some backstories with different things and different interconnected characters. He's become a love interest and boyfriend of Hira's character. And if you want to know more about Jax's backstory and kind of how it's interconnected with the whole story, you can always check out the prologue. I chose to do a homebrew setting versus an existing campaign just because it was something where I could kind of really just expand and create a universe. I wanted to have something that I can build upon. I honestly like to be able to throw twists and stuff at the players. I think that's the biggest thing I think is really fun. There's a lot of ideas of what's going to happen, where things are going to go. Just as much as they can improv in a setting, I can do the same, and it kind of allows for a lot of really good back and forth. Definitely, if you've checked the prologue, there are some things that happen in episode 62 that is a little bit of an Easter egg that even the players haven't figured out yet, which has been really nice. But it's going to come back around eventually, and it's going to be a really big aha moment. But I think that's one of the biggest things to look out for. It'll be a very blink and you'll miss it kind of moment. But other than that, just being really on the lookout for a lot of just the backstory and the things that how this is going to be building up to as we get into the next arc of the campaign. So they can find us on any of the major podcasting platforms, as well as our social medias and Twitch and our YouTube. Welcome back, everybody, to Off the Beaten Quests Campaign 1. This is Part 2 of Session 62, entitled Nightmares. We are getting right back into the thick of it. We had a very interesting Part 1 with a lot of nightmares and fear-facing and all the like. And the party finds themselves back in the basement, standing across a group of ghoulish ghosts and a armor-clad shadow knight.
No. Shit.
Are they ghouls or are they ghosts?
They're ghosts.
Okay.
I was just adding.
Can you touch them? Boop, boop. Like,
I don't recommend it.
oh.
And without further ado, you all had essentially reappeared in this basement. The last thing the knight had said was to Eliana, essentially shouting that they were Thanatura's servants.
I thought you were going to shout it, and I was going to, like, repeat it like an echo.
No, I'm not going to repeat it. Not in this moment. But, that being said, anything that you would like to do to kick things off?
Ira just puts herself between Eliana and the entity.
The Death Knight General, as he called himself.
Describe them one more time. What's in front of us exactly?
There's a ghostly figure in clad armor surrounded by 4 smoky, glowing, ghostly figures. The knight is standing over an unconscious body on the ground, resembling the man from the Hop Owl Hills. And the knight moves forward, ready for attack.
I was going to choke that guy out with the net. I'm rather angry now. Okay.
You all have all of your weapons, gear, everything that you subsequently either didn't have in the visions or was missing previously.
Are you gonna attack him, Dawn?
The boulder is conflicted about beating up a ghost.
By the way, and this is just to offer you a little bit of grace. Had you used any spell slots, rage slots, etc., go ahead and make sure to uncheck those that you used during the nightmares. I will let you keep those.
That's so kind.
Oh.
And Ira, you will keep the heroic inspiration.
Yeah, I can't undo the magic missile without a long rest. I'll just make a mental note. I still have that.
Okay. Yeah.
I used mine before.
Yeah. So anything that you used during the visions, you didn't need to check off. So.
Because they were real.
Because it wasn't real.
So I don't have to keep track of it. I'm going to go ahead and step in front of Eliana and use the magic missile again.
Okay.
Because I will forget that I have it.
That being said, go ahead and roll for initiative.
I like how he's like, somebody attack, and then we'll just, or like somebody
It
make
doesn't
the
matter
first.
because someone else is going to go first anyway.
7.
Holy shit. A freaking nat 20.
Yummy.
Wow.
Lukeel's angry. He's like, I don't know what the fuck
For
you
a
just put me
total
through,
of-
Plus
but
4.
I'm coming for ya. Oh, what can I call this? The main guy. Everybody else is ghosts. Main dude is a.
Death Knight
I-
General.
I'm just calling him Night.
So I'm going to just throw this on here so you guys can see this a little bit better. All of our listeners, there will be some content on our Instagram of the battle map and everything that you see. I will try to describe it accurately as much as possible. But if you go ahead and check out our Instagram, and you will see the battle map in all of its glory.
I rolled a nat 20 as well. Lukeel, does that mean that we get to go at the same time? Let's partner up.
What's your initiative modifier?
Really good.
Like what is it plus?
I actually get advantage on initiative, but
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I like roll it, and like all of a sudden a 21 appears. My plus is 6, so 26.
So you would go first.
Yeah,
'cause
you
this
would
is
be
24.
first.
Yeah,
Watch your head.
Oh my gosh. There is a
Do
giant
you need help?
Justin is laying the combat.
Oh,
the battle map onto
Map.
the table.
I'm gonna need to move your cup a little. You're good. Okay.
I just wasn't still.
So I need to take a picture of this too, just so I
Ooh,
don't
I
have
wanna
to
take a
move
picture of it.
too much.
All right.
This is a tiny room.
Baby room.
Fireball!
We're in the basement of a
I
house,
don't
so
think
yeah,
any
it
of
makes
us even
sense.
have
I mean-
fireball at this point.
No.
I have
fireball.
I have firebolt.
Everybody, the
Definitely
whole
not the
house
same
is about
thing.
to become a fireball if we're not too careful. We gotta go.
It already is.
I mean,
We got a
it
whipping-
already is. It's already on fire.
Exactly. So if we're not careful, this is a whole place. Oh wait, he said it's like the roof is like stone, so we're kind of in the clear as far as any minute now the house collapsing on
So-
top of us.
Through great feedback that I have found, and things that I've done research for, I think when there's multiple enemies like this, and it makes it easier for initiative orders and things like that, we will do my people, then your people. So my 5, then you 6.
Great.
Do I
So
still get my
essentially,
shot
the
off?
initiative order, the rolling for initiative kind of was almost a little bit of a moot point, unfortunately, as I now look back on it. However, you guys all get to call heads or tails.
Ooh,
Oh.
Do I still get my shot off?
I said I wanted heads as well.
So heads?
Heads.
Heads.
Okay.
I
What
can't
is
see it. Heads.
Hey.
Oh, it's tails?
Oh,
What the
it's-
heck?
Bitch, it's a
Isn't that a
skull. What do you mean that's not
So
heads?
failure is tails, success is the heads.
Can I see the other side of it?
Wow.
It's a success.
We got excited.
Oh.
I need to.
What is
stand
on
up
the
to
other
see
side of
this.
this? Oh, a treasure chest.
Oh, there's
So
more.
essentially, if
That's
it had,
confusing.
if it said success, your call would have been successful as the correct call.
Oh,
if
that's
that makes
totally
sense.
fine.
okay. So there's like.
He was not tossing a quarter. It was an actual coin.
How are you doing? Oh, I'm like trying to stand up on. Like,
Okay.
I'm on my knees.
So
that makes sense. Okay.
essentially, this is a 16 kind of square foot room. Don't you worry, you'll get your damage dice in. My goodness. Never seen somebody so eager for their magic missile damage. I have to
Please.
describe it for the listeners. Yours will still hit first, and then my people will go. I'm just so sick of seeing the sad face. Making a sad face.
This room is so tiny. It's kind of cracking me up.
It is.
I'm amazed we're not like shoulder to shoulder right now.
It's a 16 square foot room. There's just some furniture, and then they are standing across from each other. Again, check the Instagram to see what the map looks like. Get a full 360 view and some cool photos of it. So go ahead and roll for the damage of your magic missile.
Two. Oh. Same as before.
So 9.
9. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's so weird. We're
Okay.
having some weird rolls today.
Hopefully all the bad juju is. Shh. See? Look what you did. Look what you did. I'm sorry. I'll take the blunt.
Remember that one time I rolled like all ones trying to get out of
We
a
had-
fucking net?
We had like 4 nat ones that game.
You
It
should
was
throw the
wild.
net on the Death Knight General.
If you don't think that
Ooh.
that's my plan, you do not know Dawn very well. Which I'm guessing is why you said it, because you do know Dawn very well and you know that that's about to happen. Verity, wasn't there one time who flipped a table?
It was.
the
That
past.
was Roman.
Yeah,
Roman
Roman.
flipped a table. I can picture it now. Can I flip this table?
That was so cool.
And then you had to hide under it, and everybody was like so pissed after.
I was trying. Listen, I was trying to free them. Okay, I was trying to free them from the nets.
Yeah, but we didn't know that, and so we're all like,
I
"What's
had
this bitch doing hiding?"
I had a plan. All right. I had a plan. I just couldn't. Like y'all didn't know me enough to
Okay.
know.
This will be real interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Who did her missile hit?
The
The main dude?
Yeah.
Sick. Take it, main guy.
Okay. So they all move forward essentially
nice.
directly onto you. The Death Knight is going to be attacking Dawn directly.
Big surprise.
And okay. For his action, he is going to do one thing. He gets this once a day.
Oh boy.
I have something too that's just once a day.
He takes a vitamin.
You see his hand kind of come up, and there is this like orb of fire in his hand.
Cindy would be terrified.
And he takes it and throws it down directly at his feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Every single person within a 120-foot radius needs to make a DC 18
Whoa.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
16 for Verity.
What?
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
we've
Okay.
got some big rolls happening. Either it's 1, it's 20.
9.
Oh, shoot. I just threw my
It
dice
doesn't count.
onto the table. For everyone, I have miniature dice, like really tiny. It's about as big as my
Okay.
thumbnail.
So Jax had a success. He rolled an 18.
And so every time I roll this mini tiny dice,
So we will
we
go
have to
around
go
the
in really
room.
close to look at it.
What did you roll?
Let's see.
Noah, Lukiel, have rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
hell yeah.
So many natural 20s happening.
Good.
That's your second one in a row.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's weird.
So the
I had 3 natural ones in a row. This is spooky.
Yeah, this side of the table is the 20s.
So the Death Knight succeeded, as well as one of the specters. The other specter, the Dread Warrior, and the Wraith all
And Ira.
failed.
And Ira.
Well, that's just these 5. Natural 20 for Eliana.
16 for
Verity got a 16.
If
Nat
Verity got a
20.
16, I'm going to use my reaction to wheel, add a d6 to your saving
Oh,
throw.
I get a reroll.
You want to do it on
You
this?
said a D6?
Yeah, that's your heroic inspiration.
Okay. That becomes a dirty 20 for Verity.
Okay, so the 3 of you succeed.
Worse.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
is it like Bardic Inspiration? Do I get to keep it if it doesn't do anything, or do I lose it? If
You lose it once you use it.
right?
Yes. I think that's how the new heroic inspiration works.
Bye-bye.
Stupid, but fine.
So
Doesn't benefit me at all.
Ira fails.
Yep.
Dawn,
18. What was the thing?
you
Makes it,
succeed.
takes it.
Makes it, takes it.
Yes.
So Ira's the only one that fails in this
Well,
moment.
That's all right.
What?
It's okay. I can afford to.
I
Okay.
cannot.
I know you can't. I was
She's
worried.
more buff
I was
than
more,
our rogue over here.
I was more worried for you than myself, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a fair thought.
So let's see. You will take half of this damage for those who succeed and full damage for those who failed. So
Oh, damn, I still have to
3 of the
take damage.
enemies will take the full damage versus 2 of them, and Ira will take the full damage.
Mhm.
It is 10d6 fire damage and 10d6 necrotic damage.
And it's okay. I don't know why it's like, what kind of damage is it? And you literally just said.
Oh, I was not. Say it again. What's the half damage?
He hasn't rolled it yet.
Oh.
And you are not resistant to either of those, so.
So, this is for the first half.
Mhm.
No, I'm just going to say the main total,
Okay.
and then I will let you guys have it.
And I'm going to use my Breath of the Cosmos tattoo to temporarily become ethereal and have this damage. So I'm going to fourth it instead of have.
Do
Do they stack like that?
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Come on, math. Work my brain. All right. So, the first part, so the fire damage, is going to be 41 points of fire damage.
Oh,
so 20
shit.
is the half.
Oh, I am. Donna is not doing
Thank
Oh, no,
you
he's
for
not done yet.
that wheel.
I got another
And
half to
that's,
go.
So it's 20
Wait,
total.
what?
It's 20 total for the people that saved
Correct.
for the fire damage.
So
and
when
then it's
he
also
does
necrotic.
this,
necrotic damage
right?
as
So when
well.
he does this,
It's another 10d6.
Yo, Donna's about to be down.
this,
I would need everybody to
Same.
know that.
Literally
This-
how?
this,
'Cause we
and
haven't slept in-
this.
She hasn't taken a long rest.
She hasn't taken
like
a
we
long
have.
rest.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
these
were
3
exhausted.
ghosts instantly incinerate.
Oh, that's great news. Wow, what a
Okay.
dumbass. He's like, I'm going to do this. Pff, bam. Oh, everybody's gone.
We'll see. Now, that was the first half. The second half is another 10d6 necrotic damage as well.
Yeah, Ira's taken a lot.
She took a lot
to save all of your lives too, but it's fine. It's worth it.
And if you're resistant to necrotic damage, you take half.
Shit.
Wait, I
Yes.
have resistance to fire damage,
So
You
you
do.
will only take a fourth. So
You
you'll
take a fourth
10
of that, so you only take
of
10.
the fire,
so I need to add 10.
and you will take a fourth of the necrotic damage since you're resistant to necrotic.
Mm.
You're resistant to necrotic?
Yeah,
Yep.
because
Nice.
it's an asymmer.
There it is.
What's necrotic again?
Just a type of damage.
It's like almost like
Like how there's fire damage, cold damage, necrotic damage. It's basically like death magic.
yeah.
Great.
It sucks the
So
life out of
It
you.
is 29 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
So-
calculator.
So half of that is going to be
15 if we're rounding up.
15 if we're rounding up.
So it's 15 plus 20.
Yes, so 35
for-
points of total, and that's for the full, or for the half, excuse me. So everybody that
There's no
takes
calculator on iPads. I forgot.
And so that's 8 damage for the fourth. For
Yeah,
you
so-
and me.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, we are so close.
So 29 necrotic.
So it's 29 necrotic full, but then halved would be 14.5, but we round up, so it's 15. And then 15 halved, rounding up, is 8. So you only take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Well, 29 divided by 4
I guess you can divide it by 4.
is 7 1/4.
And we're rounding up, so
Yeah,
that's
we
just going to be
round
8.
up.
Oh,
What?
rounding up to full.
round up though, but seven
We've
and a
been-
quarter.
We've been rounding up this whole game.
yep, the whole campaign.
You only round up if it's 0.5.
Right,
If
so-
you round up, if
Yeah,
you
he
If
said
you-
it
if
was,
you-
it
if you-
was 7.2 or something.
29 divided by 2 is 14.5.
7.25 is more
No, I'm
than
talking about
7,
him.
so we're rounding up to 8 because
Yeah.
it's more than 7, and you can't
Oh,
take
so
like
you-
0.25 of damage. So
Yeah.
we're rounding up.
So you're
to
not
8.
going to round down
Yeah.
if it's below 0.5.
We just round up if it's more.
So-
than, yeah.
The Wraith, the other entity in this room that succeeded, has taken. So we said half is what? 30. Half of the damage that I rolled is 30. How much damage did you take?
So it's 41 plus 29.
35 is like the full
Is the
half
full.
damage.
So
35.
41, 29, that's 70 points. So divide that by 2 is 35.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, good.
Fucking math rocks, dude.
And they
You're like in school and they're like, when am I ever going to use this math? Someone in the back is like, during D&D.
Guys, ever heard the rumor about queer people not knowing how to do math? Yeah, that's me.
So the Wraith, essentially, it lets out like a huge screech, and you see in the back of the room the unconscious body
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
of that, of
Oh, the poor guy.
of Kazuo.
Kazuo. Yeah, that's his name. I totally was going to get there.
Oh wait. we
This
don't
gives
like
you the idea of what has happened. He is no longer alive,
Serves them right.
and this specter shows up
Oh.
in his form because the Wraith can conjure specters.
Oh.
It's a little dark, but you guys can see it.
Mm. Ah, yes. Yes, the Wraith.
Oh, yes.
So that is their kind of movement and turn and such. Go ahead, you guys. It is your turn.
Do I get the rest of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna jump in here.
Great.
Real quick. Let me make sure of something first. Great magic missile
Boop-a-dee-bop.
is an action.
Guys, I'm going to cast Speak with Animal.
I am
That's
going
what got us into this mess.
as my bonus action, I'm going to do second wind and give myself 1d10 plus 2.
Okay. Go ahead
Hot.
and roll that d10.
But where are they? There they are. They're like, where really? Where are they? Cool. So that's 10 points of healing.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Guys, should I try something
Done.
stupid?
Always.
Yes.
That answer will literally never be no.
I'll let you guys go first. I'll do mine last.
Are you last in initiative? Are we going off of our initiative numbers originally? Oh, okay.
Are
We're
we
just
not?
going back and forth
Us
between
versus them.
enemies versus them. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
So you can jump in whenever you want now.
Dawn is gonna rage.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like when she rages. rage. I'm gonna roll my 8. Bloopity bap. The first one I rolled is shadowy tundrels.
Okay.
What is with the shadowy tundrels today? This is the third one. Lash around you. Each creature of your choice that can be seen within 30 feet must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take a 1d12 necrotic damage. You gain 1d12 temporary hit points. I literally don't care what the second thing is I get to choose from. I'm pretty sure I'm picking that one. 6. Until your rage ends, you're surrounded by a multicolored protective light. You gain +1 bonus to AC.
So
And while within 10 feet, your allies gain the same bonus. Shit!
Ooh.
all 3 of these enemies are immune to necrotic.
Thank
Not
you
resistant,
for
but immune.
saying
Oh, wow.
that.
So-
Yeah, they're undead. Also, that would hurt us too.
Yes.
For the tendrils.
Oh,
Correct.
all right. I'm glad everybody spoke up on that.
You,
Okay.
Eliana's like, don't do
I
that.
will give you the second D8 because your tattoo is still active. So you may re-roll or roll another D8 to see if you get a better option.
No, I did. Yeah, I did.
She
6.
did. She rolled a 1 and a 6.
Okay.
Is my tattoo ever not active?
Yes.
That's information. All right. Well, the one I pick is until your rage ends, you are surrounded by a multicolored protective lights. You gain +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus,
Okay.
which is needed.
Okay.
So we're gaining.
Everybody gains
One
+1.
If you're within 10 feet of Dawn. So,
Plus
like,
1.
Jax does not get it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, technically,
Okay,
he
yeah.
does.
No, yeah, I guess he does because he's only he's
Yeah.
at the 10 marker.
yeah.
Yeah, so everybody does.
+1 HP or +1 on rolls?
AC.
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 So armor
Okay.
class. So you'll
Yeah.
have 17 instead of 16.
Okay. Then Dawn is just gonna swing her great axe around. Come
Okay.
here, Papa. Let's give us a smooch, why don't ya?
Are you attacking the Dread Knight in front of you?
Yeah, directly in front of me.
Okay.
That was a journey.
I feel like I'm drawing a blank now that we're on mic on how literally any of my attack stuff works. So when I fuck everything up, fill it in. DM and ref. Great axe. Do 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 ba boo 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 ba ba ba. I got a number, which is 16. That's not very good.
16.
Probably doesn't hit.
It does not hit. Definitely.
That's definitely no surprise.
Don't you have 2 attacks at the level of barbarian that you are?
Are you recklessly attacking?
Because reckless gives you advantage.
And it gives them advantage against you in turn.
Yeah.
Super no, because Dawn is about to perish.
Yeah, I was like, there's a disadvantage to this. It's not just
I was like, I don't like your tone saying that. I can't tell if you want me to do that
But yes,
or not.
you do get 2 attacks as that level
All
of
right.
barbarian.
First one missed, like a loser. Okay, that's better. 22.
22 does hit, however. He will choose to parry, which adds 6 to his AC against one melee attack that would hit. To do so, the Death Knight must see the attacker and be wielding a melee weapon. And so you are wielding a melee weapon. He can clearly see you and parries,
The platypuses.
making his AC higher than that attack roll. So unfortunately, he parried that, takes his long sword and kind of ching, knocks it out of the way.
Well, somebody's the little swordsman then. Fine. Didn't know you'd be a shadow and a swords master. That's fine. That's fine.
Does Dawn say that to him?
Probably.
All right, so that's Dawn.
Actually, yeah, probably. She probably does say that.
So
Now she's
Dawn,
probably taken
Ira.
off guard that he parried it. And I'm like, well, shit.
I feel like I should do something.
Do it.
If you're ready, go for it.
If your heart tells you
I
to.
just don't know where I am in
You're-
relation to the other men.
There's
You're
a map in
behind
front of
Eliana.
Fuck.
Yeah, you are currently right here.
This is still accurate.
Like in the window between
So
Dawn and Eliana.
You're right here.
I jumped out a window.
Has Eliana gone yet?
No, I'm waiting for.
Well, in that case, you're gonna get a bardic inspiration as my bonus action.
So Eliana is bardically inspired.
Bardically inspired.
How do you inspire her?
Yeah, what do you do? What do you say?
You think don't stop believing?
And like strum a chord?
Oh shit.
Give me 1 second.
I sing the fucking what was the song we were listening to today? What was it?
The Troy Bolton song.
No. It was I think it was Nothing by The Script.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it was Joe Jonas. That's what we were singing earlier.
No, we were in the car and we were
Earlier.
singing
Oh.
Troy Bolton.
Earlier.
It's trying to calm me down because I'm shouting your name all over town. Yeah, that one. Sorry if I
All right.
fucking butchered that one.
That was great.
Well, that's good. I think if it was any longer, we would have gotten copyright.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, he's allowed to sing, but we're not.
It's only like a certain amount of seconds, I think you can, before you can like have to cut it off. So that was good.
But all I heard was nothing.
Just add a bunch of like animal noises
Like
Yeah.
in the midst of
in
it.
the midst
We'll
of
censor it, yeah. All right. So you bardically inspire. Are you going to attempt to move, do anything else, or are you going to just...
I mean, I don't know if I can really move because Eliana's in front of me.
You can
So-
push her out of the way.
You can,
No.
you can pass through friendly allies.
And you can also climb on the box.
Oh,
There's a box next to you, so you can climb up it.
I'm gonna climb on the box.
Okay.
You can't hide behind the box.
Oh,
You
I
can climb
know.
on the box.
Yeah.
I'll climb up
Here.
on the box.
Climb
I'm
into the
trying to keep it
box.
active.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
climb
So
up
you,
on the
happen
you
box.
climb
there?
up on the box to your
Aaron would be
left.
very mad.
Yep.
There's also
Okay.
a spectre
Giving you
right
a
here.
vantage point if you so choose to do
Sure
anything of an action.
does. Yes.
Now that you don't have any allies in your way.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Here's Moonbeam.
per
No,
the
that's so that you can see it better.
per
I
the
figured to
level
turn the
that
light
I'm
up a little
at,
bit.
which is currently level 8, with the cantrip Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
I get two.
Okay.
I get 2 beams that I can blast.
And that's force damage, correct?
That deal 1d10 damage. Yep.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. And I think at the level you have, it's multiple beams.
It's
if I'm not mistaken.
2 beams.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and roll for those attacks.
The ultralight beam. I forget what I roll. Is it just the 1d10?
It's the d20. You're rolling to
Yeah,
see
you
if the
roll
attacks
back.
hit first, and then you're rolling the damage.
Oh! Let's roll my lucky one that I've rolled nat 20s with the entire time.
That's the first one.
It's a 17.
That does not
Your-
hit.
Wait,
wait,
wait.
no,
Is,
bonus.
is there a modifier?
There is a modifier.
There is a
There is,
modifier.
yes.
You
Of
had-
nine.
Of
Plus 9.
plus 9. Oh,
Okay.
Well then, shit.
That
20,
hits.
26.
That definitely hits.
That changes things
little
a bit.
different.
I know how to play this.
Roll the d20 for the second one, and then you can go ahead and roll for damage.
How the hell do you have a +9 to your fucking modifier?
Second one is combined 25.
Okay. So they both hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's
Okay.
go, Lucio.
And then
I only have a +5 to my spellcasting modifier.
It's that charisma. It's the charisma
Yeah.
modifier.
My
D10.
wisdom's maxed out.
Oh.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Dang.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's a D10,
yeah. First one is 6, and then the second one is 4.
Okay. So
Nice.
10 points of force damage. You kind of like,
Oh, I gotta actually specify who I'm hurling these fucking.
yeah, are you
light
hitting
bolts.
the Dread Knight or are you hitting the Wraith?
Is it a Dread Knight or a Death Knight?
It's a Death Knight. Sorry, I
Thank
keep
you.
misspeaking.
Okay.
Which one? Well,
The Death Knight is like big bad.
then yes, that one.
Okay.
Him.
And I like to think you like have the lute in your hand and you like strum it in this like you hit like 2 chords, like 2 strums, and these like beams like fire out and hit him dead on. dealing that 10 points of damage.
I play the first 2 chords of Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. I go, dun dun, and then it's like, dun dun.
I like that. I like that.
I.
Okay. All right, Verity.
Okay. Okay.
Where did that crow come in? So weird. We got another one?
I'm going. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to Misty Step. Behind.
Misty Step. Okay.
Misty Step.
Go ahead and move your character.
Oh, I need to move my. I need to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Get it
I'm
mobile.
I'm gonna misstep behind that knight, and then I'm going to use my action. To take my daggers.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab him with
Okay.
that and with Nick.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the first 2. That'll be your first attack and Nick.
It's always the name being Nick is so
Oh, and
confusing for my brain.
technically you have advantage
Correct.
because you're flanking.
Correct. There are enemies in front of him as well as you are behind him.
Okay.
So you roll with advantage.
And I believe since you're rolling with advantage,
You
that
get sneak
gives you
attack.
sneak attack.
Damn.
So make sure you get those.
Get
well,
those
if-
numbers in check.
Well, let's make sure those attacks
Okay.
hit, and then we'll get that damage dice
So,
rolling.
It's advantage on for both of them.
I would think so, yeah.
Yes, because you're
Okay.
flanking. You just only get sneak attack for one of them.
Correct.
So, math, help me. 24 for the first
There you
one,
Okay, that definitely hits.
and 23 for the second one.
All right, those both hit. Now, the first one will have sneak attack damage on that as well.
Okay, so I need 3d6. Oh, okay. So that's 9 points of damage for a sneak attack.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
And then
And then-
my d4s.
Yep, so D4 for the first knife and D4 for the second.
That is a 4 plus 5, so that 9 for the first one.
Okay, so 18 total so
And-
far.
And then another 6.
Okay,
Dang.
so 24 points of damage.
Let's go.
You kind of take both your knives and you kind of hits him in the back. Kind of rips his like cloak cape a little bit.
Ouchie, wah wah.
Ouchie wawa.
Yeah.
You got hurt by water. Ouchie wawa.
All right.
Anyways,
All right. Eliana, what are you going to do?
Bloopity bop
So,
boop.
Eliana is going to swirl her hands in a like rhythmic circle almost, and the smell of roses is going to fill the air.
Okay.
And she's going to cast Charm Monster on the Death Knight.
Love.
Okay.
He must
Love
roll
when we do that
a
one.
wisdom saving throw. He gets advantage because we're fighting him.
So does that mean he gets... Well, he already has advantage because the magic resistance gives him the advantage on saving throws against spells and other
Okay.
magical effects.
So advantage doesn't stack. So.
Correct. So he would just get normal advantage.
Right.
All right.
Here's to hoping his wisdom is not very high, but I have a feeling it might be.
Nah.
What's the number to hit?
16.
16.
Not very
16.
high.
Okay. Okay.
My least favorite sound in D&D is multiple dice being done because it
That's
means the
a
DM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought I'd try it though.
It was a good
so
try. It was a good try.
That's me action. I tried it one time. We did Charm Monster and it worked, and the DM was
It
very.
was a tough gambit. All right.
And then for my bonus action,
Okay.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to use my Wild Shape ability to morph into my archer form. The little archer constellation is going to form behind me, and I'm going to shoot an arrow at it.
At the Death Knight?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Nice.
Let's see.
Shoot him with the arrow.
That's only going to be a 14. That's not going to hit.
No, it does not.
All right. That will end my turn.
What's your question?
Just wondering if they had like any extra like to like radiant damage because of what they are.
Oh, we don't know yet. We haven't done any.
I know. That's why I wasn't even gonna ask the question.
You were
but yeah.
asking for a snack,
but then
from the
he
DM.
asked me to ask
You're
it.
like, can I have a little treat? Can you tell me?
For the champion, please.
Be quiet. You don't have to tell me. 'cause-
What is radiant damage again?
It's like god magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So
Heaven magic.
I get it from like my.
Not gonna lie, these stat blocks do not have a thing for like sensitivities.
Okay.
So
They're not very
it
sensitive.
just has resistances, damage immunities, things like that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just chicken.
Moving on.
Moving
That's
on.
everybody?
Lord.
Everybody's good?
Where do you killed that?
Turn.
Ah,
Your character.
can't forget about that guy.
That guy likes
Alright.
to blow a
60
punch.
freaking damage with his
Come on.
fist.
Yeah, you better
So
get in there,
5,
Jax.
10, 15, since he doesn't roll out of or move out of anybody's damage spaces.
I have a sad question.
Yeah.
Does I don't even want to say it. Is Stella in the combat? Because she's here, technically.
I'm
following
so
us.
glad you asked.
You're so
He forgot he was going to get her.
He's getting Stella.
Wait, what
The
about
DM has
Cole?
walked out of the room.
I mean, all yours in my hood.
Fox friend.
He's hanging out.
I mean, Jax might have Squirrel, but he could put him in his
I
coat
feel like
or something
Stella
like
can't
that.
really hide. Like she can get smaller, but
Here
she can't get that
comes
small.
Stella.
Our
Yeah.
magnificent queen.
There's the fox, now in combat.
I didn't know if she had like Oyer immunity or if she was like she had like a
I think
stat block
Oyer
for
is the
shit.
only character that has genuine like plot armor.
and probably Cole.
I mean,
Where's Cole in all this?
Cole is essentially just like on Jax's shoulder, ready to go. He's like chittering, like, hold it, got that vibe.
Squeakerson.
So Jax goes up behind the Death Knight, and he is going to, of course, do some unarmed strikes, and then use that lovely key point to flurry of blows.
Love it.
Oops, that popped up. All right. So the first one doesn't hit, but the second one does. Let me expend that key point. Where are my key points? All right. So then I'm going to roll for those two other ones. So one of them doesn't, but the second one does. So 2 out of the 4 hits, only 1 hit on both sets of 2. So let me roll that damage. Again, with his tattoo kind of illuminated, he like touches on it to illuminate the tattoo and give him that extra boost.
I imagine Jax like throws his fists, to like charge up his arms. That's
like,
what I think
like
of
Henry
every time.
Cavill in the one Mission Impossible movie where he like
Yeah.
reloads
You know
his
how
fist.
you cock a gun, like he cocks his arms and his fists. Cock, cock. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm
Like he
I'm here
walks
for
over to
that.
people and he like charges up his arms.
So that will give him an extra 1d6 force damage on top of his unarmed strike. So it's a d8 and a d6. First one does 12 points of damage.
Good.
Second one does another 12 points of damage. So 24 points of damage on the Death Knight.
Let's go,
There's
Jax.
still a Death Knight in the back that we haven't addressed.
It's a
One.
ghost. It's a specter.
Yeah, there's only one night.
Oh, what
That
does a
would be
specter
bad if
do?
there are many nights.
It's essentially the same as a ghost.
Just a dude, just a little guy.
Just
Just a ghost.
Like a
Just a little
gremlin,
guy.
like the equivalent of like what the gremlins were.
No.
Oh.
Don't
But
get
like
him,
threat-
don't feed him after midnight.
That's why when he said ghost, goose, like Gowly ghost, I was like,
Ghouly
yeah,
ghosts.
Ghouly ghost. I was like, which one? They're two different things.
Good golly gosh, the ghouly ghosts. That's his turn. So now it is their turn. It's actually, I should have rolled those with advantage because he's technically flanking him too. I didn't roll those with advantage. So, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
well,
Is
Shoulda,
it,
coulda, woulda.
is it an action for me to summon Hulma?
It's essentially you shooting one of those arrows. So
Gotcha, okay.
it's technically one of those attack actions.
But it is an action to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Do I need to get the mini?
Maybe.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd still be able to do like another attack though, since it would kind of
I just wanted to just ask because I couldn't remember like if it was an action or a bonus action.
Wait,
so I wanted to ask.
summon? You like summon the lynx?
Yeah.
And he'll like show up real
She-
form? She'll show up real form?
It's like an astral form, but she can do damage.
It is
And you're just like, "Hey,
essentially
girl,"
the
and she's
essence
like,
of
"Boom."
Yeah.
Alma.
I did not know that.
And
that
she
was a
can
thing.
understand verbal commands. Let me have you speak with animals. I
Yes.
can't understand her, but she can understand me.
Nina's like, what the fuck? I can't summon the dragon.
You were here for this.
I know. Can I summon the dragon?
No.
In this
That'd be sick.
tiny
That would literally be
room.
like, oh, do you want to play D&D? Not with you anymore, Nina. You can summon a dragon. That would like be the end all be all to D&D.
You beat the game.
Yeah, that would be beating the game if you could make friends with a dragon that you summon them. You have beat D&D.
You're in a dungeon. You have a dragon. Congratulations.
You're there. What more do you need?
Allie is about to sneeze, maybe.
You said it. Now I feel
Yeah,
like
I
it
know.
doesn't have to happen anymore.
I thought you had another question. I was like, no, happening.
Just need to sneeze.
Lemons, oranges.
What?
Are you just naming fruits?
I've heard
Citrus fruit, to be specific.
Well, sometimes I've heard like if you say that, like you won't like have that feeling anymore.
This spell is worded interesting.
Okay.
So I'll have my rules lawyer weigh in on this.
Hi, that's me, Allie G.
Destructive wave. It says you strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy that ripples outward from you. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. It doesn't indicate how many creatures I can choose.
So read the indicate creatures within 30 feet.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of
Each
you
creature.
must. So
So-
it just doesn't matter how many
Right.
people I choose.
Yep.
That seems a little broken. All right.
Well, I'm about to be down.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, well, everybody's dead.
So you see the
good
Death
game,
Knight
everybody.
take his longsword and kind of flip it upside down with the blade down, and he kind of smashes it into the ground, casting destructive wave. In 30 feet, essentially, is all of you.
Yeah. Correct.
So all of you go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I have my wheel back if anyone is
got a-
close to it.
I got a net one.
I can't help you
Natural
there.
20. Natural 20. Era
Oh.
has turned a corner.
Okay,
What is
so
up with
you will
this?
You
take
take half damage.
half damage.
Constitution saving.
Guys, we've switched sides.
We
Me
got
and
a-
Sarah got nat one.
Oh.
No,
We
you
got
didn't.
twin net
Dang.
ones. I have
Two
What
nat-
is up with these?
Two nat ones and nat 20.
16.
Lukio got a 16. That still fails it.
I'm gonna
Shit.
give you my
died.
wheel.
Plus-
Roll a d6 and add it on.
Add that D6.
Can I still
con-
do Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
Oh, I actually got a
You
6.
can, yeah. You
Fuck
still have that within
yes.
your wheelhouse.
I got
Yeah.
a 6.
So a
So
22
So 22. So you succeed now.
Yay!
So we got 2 failures, 2
then-
successes, and Nina.
I think I got an
Dawn.
11.
That's not
Wait, I think I have advantage on strength checks and saving. Oh, is that just for?
This is a Constitution saving
yeah,
throw.
yeah.
Not the same.
Why is it never a strength check or strength saving throw? Oh, gosh.
Spells are about the power of the mind.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
There are some spells that are
Wait,
strength.
Eliana
Yeah, there are
also
some.
has Bardic Inspiration.
Is it?
Yeah, I got a nat one though.
Yeah, so that essentially would not push it to where it needs to be.
But good reminder. I need to write that down.
Good reminder.
All right, so my failure, people, you are going to take the full 5d6 thunder damage and 5d6 necrotic.
I could still be down after this.
Actually, sorry. It's 5d6 thunder and 5d6 radiant.
I don't think I have. I don't know where to see
Wait,
that.
what kind of damage again? Sorry.
Radiant and thunder.
Okay.
So it'll say where your
Under
defenses are.
Yeah, it's just magical sleep.
I might
Yep.
be down. I'm not quite sure. Depending.
That's you're not gonna be down. That's gonna be you're gonna
I'll be
Dawn's
close.
Dawn's
be yeah, Dawn's gonna be fucked.
she's dead.
Mira could be.
She's
really
not
close.
dead.
Just down.
Not yet.
I mean,
Wow, what's with my pessimism?
damn.
Who am I? Dead. That's who I am.
All right, so people, that is going to be a total of 36 points of
For
damage.
everything,
Yummy.
both types of damage.
That's with both types included.
Nice. Okay. That's
So 36. So my success people, you can have that to a cool 18.
I also have what's the word?
I only had 10
Resistance?
hit points.
I have resistance to radiant damage.
Yeah, he does.
Dang, radiant and necrotic?
Yep.
Damn, Acers.
Acers.
I'll tell you what.
Sure do.
All right, go. Good. So you essentially, let me, because you take,
Yeah. What was the radiant?
because you
damage portion?
successed aney right?
Yeah. So he
So
takes
he takes a quarter of the radiant.
Yeah.
A quarter.
The radiant is 14, so you'll take 7. So 7 plus,
Was it halved?
yeah, that was me having it because it was 14 normal, so it'll be 7. Well,
And then 4 halved.
yeah, so essentially 4 necrotic, but you'll take the half of the thunder. So the thunder is 22, so 11 plus 3, so you take 14 points of damage total.
Oh, okay. Because I was at 58. So that's 44. That's 44. Sorry.
You can just type in the number and then hit the damage button. It calculates it for you. Math hard.
He
Math
needs to
hard.
make a DC Dex 14 for a Hellish Rebuke.
Make that dex saving throw.
Make that dex. Make that dex. Saving throw.
You said
14.
16?
14, it's low.
Okay, he got 16 without his modifiers.
Son of a
Well,
gun.
he takes
Damn.
half damage.
So he takes half that damage.
Yeah.
Roll that damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll it where.
What is that?
Hold
It's
on. Okay, this
like,
this shiny
that's
little
a
guy.
big
Please give
bean.
me a 10.
company's like
All
slogan.
Well,
It was like from their commercials. I can't remember the name of the.
With the dog.
wait,
yeah,
oh,
it was with the
it's two
dog.
half.
Bush's baked beans. That's
Yeah.
it.
What did dog do?
Well, he takes 5 half damage.
So
Half
5
is better than
Yeah,
or
none.
half
5.
of 5 or 5.
It was total 10. Half
Okay, so
of
half
5.
of 5. Okay. Sick. Sick.
It's nice.
Something's going on.
Damage is damage, I guess.
Yes, it is.
It is indeed.
Love me some Hellish
It's simply
Rebuke.
Okay. So that is the Death Knight. The Wraith is going to cast. So wait, is Dawn down?
Oh, yeah. She's down.
Okay, so Dawn has been knocked unconscious.
And that means we all lose that +1 to our AC, right? 'Cause
Oh,
she's down.
shit, I forgot about that.
Dun,
Yeah.
Dang
dun,
it.
dun.
I didn't even get to use it. I never get to protect my friends, ever. And then I go down the first chance I get? Gosh darn it. Actually, this is the second time I've gotten to protect my friends.
So then the Wraith is going to use Life Drain on Eliana.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
I was like,
Ooh.
step back.
That is going to be 17 to hit.
Is this a melee attack? Melee spell attack.
It is a melee weapon attack, yes.
I'm going to use.
What was it to hit?
Oh, it was 17.
Well, I'm going to use Spiny Shield as my reaction, and I'm going to reduce the damage dealt by 2d4, and it's going to take 2d4 back.
Okay. It is 48 plus 3 damage.
Oh, and I'm casting.
48?
Yeah.
And then I'll do the damage.
I
and
love
then
that joke. My favorite joke.
God, fucking waste of a spell. I rolled 2 1s. So I take 2 less damage, and it takes
So
2
you-
points of damage.
So I take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doopity
So
dop.
you're gonna take 16 minus 2, so that'll be 14.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have advantage on this?
Good.
Oh, well, no, that's only to concentrate on spells, I think. Yeah, I don't have advantage.
For somebody as big as I am, I go down quite often.
What was the DC?
14.
Don't eat the microphone.
Eat the microphone.
Even with my bardic, I mean, I can try. I'm not going to be able to roll higher. That's only a 6.
So your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage taken. So
Okay,
you
14.
reduce it 14 points of damage.
Max HP modifier negative.
Is this where we all die? Is this at the moment?
Do we get
No.
killed in a basement?
The house is gonna come down on us.
There we go.
Remember, the roof is stone, so you have a little bit
Oh
of
yeah,
protection.
yeah, that's right.
I keep forgetting that.
I know. I keep it's such a plot twist, in my opinion. What if it was like, oh, we're in the middle of combat, la di da, house collapse? Like that's so funny to me.
And then
Why?
Because it was something completely out of our control. I guess that's why.
Hello.
There's another man approaching,
It
possibly.
is.
He's doing the math.
Oh, you can take me with?
30.
No,
Okay.
no, no, no.
The Spectre is also going to cast
No.
Life Drain onto
No.
Ira.
I don't have life to drain.
It's all drained.
Oh,
They're
man.
just gonna get
It doesn't take
droplets.
HP. It takes away your maximum HP.
Doesn't really make a
makes it
difference.
worse.
Oh, it could be
So
worse.
What?
that
Wait,
is a...
what? I'm gonna.
Okay.
That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit. Or no, excuse me, 22 to hit.
Duh.
Okay.
She said, "Duh, duh."
Spit on my
So
hand.
you will take 14 points of necrotic damage.
I thought you said it didn't do damage. It only took away from your max HP.
It doesn't take away your
Does-
life. It
does
takes away your...
both.
It does
Well,
both.
that's bullshit. It didn't take away my life because I'm down.
Okay. So since you automatically fail the Constitution saving throw because you're downed,
Yeah.
you will reduce your max HP by 14 as
Okay,
well.
so it'll be 70 if I'm back up.
I'm about to do some
Ah.
damage.
Like
control.
forever?
That is their turn. It is your
Probably took me
guys'
long
turn.
rest.
Hey guys.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna come up to fuck, I don't know who I want to do first. I'm gonna come up to Dawn, and I am going to I'm gonna
Yes?
put my hands over where you were attacked and like be like and try to like mend. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on you.
It's like hopeful
So it-
and pessimistic at
Yeah,
the same
it
time.
doesn't get you up, but it stabilizes you, so you're not making death saving throws.
Thank you.
And then I go over to. Okay.
I have a
Yes. Yes.
I have a potion of supreme healing that I would like for someone to shove down my throat.
All right. I
Just
will
remember that it's there.
All right. I will go over and dig into
Yes,
have we communicated that you have that?
You better know I have potion of supreme healing. It was a rather
Yeah, you
big
guys,
deal.
you got it together, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were there when she got it.
So I am going to give you. I'm going to dig into your bag and use my action to give you the potion of supreme healing.
Potion.
I was just going to heal you, but that's much better. So.
Healing.
Okay.
What do I?
So what did I miss?
10.
So I cast Spare the Dying on
Okay.
Dawn, which didn't get her up, but it stabilized her, so she's not making death saving throws.
Okay.
And I used my action to feed her supreme healing and potion.
Okay.
What is? How do I?
Did you make your way over there?
I didn't move myself. I'm making my way.
So,
She's.
are you just gonna step over?
Whoa, that's a lot of
So-
dice.
You'd
Just
essentially
10d4
you would
plus
need
20.
to because Dawn is prone here. You would need
So I can move through allies.
allies. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go to the other side of Ira. I know I'm probably going to take a opportunity attack, but yeah.
You would take an opportunity attack from the
Mhm.
Death Knight.
That would be 44 points of healing for Ira.
Woo! She's up and she's back at it,
Well,
folks.
we'll see if I actually get to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's an opportunity of attack.
First.
There's an attack of opportunity first.
So if I get down,
Lame. It's fine.
It's 19 plus 11.
that's going to hit. How much damage, though, are we doing? Are we talking?
It is.
Well, fine. Let me just undo all that fresh healing.
1d10
Okay.
since it's a longsword, but it has 4d8 of necrotic damage added onto it.
Uh-huh.
He can roll ones.
Very
He can roll
spaced.
4 ones.
You could roll ones.
Uh-huh.
That's also. Did you just flip Justin off?
Sarah.
That was so slight. I wasn't even sure. I thought your hand twitched.
All right, so the
I rolled high on
D10,
that sleight of hand. You get
That's
a
a
good perception
10
check.
points.
I do, I have,
10
like, plus
points
7.
of slashing damage,
Okay.
and then the necrotic. It is 23 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so 33
More.
total.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Breath of the Cosmos tattoo to have it become ethereal as I move as a reaction, and so I'm still up.
Okay.
Because half
Okay.
of 33 is 17, rounded up.
Yep.
I am at 4 HP.
Okay.
So-
So that healing still does take effect.
Yes.
Okay. So I keep
It
the
just-
roll I just did.
Yes. And
Okay.
it would just cost Eliana a little bit of a price to get there.
That's okay.
No,
I'm still alive.
And then my max HP needs to go down to 70, right? Because the other.
That was the
Yeah,
that
okay.
was the life drain.
Pokey poke.
Do I have any HP, or I'm just
You're just
You're at
stabilized.
0.
How do
Yeah.
I-
So somebody has to use the help action to pop you back up,
all right,
to get you back to 1 health, to like kind of lift you back up.
all right, but I'm just not going to make any death saving throws.
Right.
No, correct.
Because
All right,
I could
I'm fine
only,
with that. I'm chilling. Good
yeah, I
luck,
could only
everyone.
heal
But I'm
one
chilling.
of you at a time, but I was like, I'm going to stabilize you first.
Yes.
Am I
so
still
Thank you.
prone?
No, I'm here for that.
Too?
You did get knocked prone, so she
Okay.
kind of like put
That's
the
fine.
potion into your mouth while you
Yeah.
were laying down.
Okay.
So you will need half of your movement to get up.
I don't know what kind of herbal mixture this is, but hopefully it works. She says that she's dumping this supreme healing potion
Like
into your
shaking
mouth.
it out and like
Are
patting
you
it on the
using half
bottom.
of your movement to get up?
Oh, is it my turn?
Well, it's all your turn, so you guys all have a chance to go.
Except for Don Don's.
I think I'm just gonna lay here. Thank you.
I think
Quick question.
Someone could heal Dawn and Dawn can get her turn.
Are we in dim lighting? Or what kind of lighting is
yeah,
it?
it's
question.
like
Well,
dark
So
underneath there. There's not really like any candles or anything lit, so you guys are essentially like kind of
relying
dark.
on dark vision.
I haven't been giving people without dark vision disadvantage, so just you're welcome.
I am.
We're not going to start it now, but
I'm
you
gonna
know.
use half of my movement. Stand up. Go over to
Okay.
Dawn. I'm gonna give Dawn.
oh hey.
Sorry, it's not much, but I might need the other half later.
Yeah, you're right
Uh,
next to her, so you don't really need to move.
15 points
Wow.
of healing.
Lay on
Wow.
hands.
Yep, I lay on hands.
Yay.
It's so cool to me when people like can heal me.
So you're conscious, but you need to use half of your movement to get up.
And then, so that's my bonus.
Did you
Was
say 14?
15.
15.
So many.
I have 30 total.
Honestly, I got Ira up first because I knew she could heal other people.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Was standing my action? No. Standing's not my action?
No, it's just part of
No,
your
it's
Okay,
just
great.
part of your movement.
Then for my
action was-
action, I am going to summon Homa.
Is lay on hands an
bonus
ability?
action now for the new
Oh, that's right.
2024
That's right.
version.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's bonus action.
So that's one of your arrows to summon Homa.
Yep. And I would like for her to pop up behind this fuck face in front of me that I would
This
And-
fuck face.
And then is everyone okay if I just let Homa go ahead and go?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Still trying to figure out how to stand up.
I gotta pull up her page.
I thought you did just have it on your computer.
I did, but I don't want to find it.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So we'll clean that up
She
later.
just spilled out her dice.
I would like for her to wait. Is he corporeal or ethereal?
So that is.
Because I don't think she can bite ethereal things. That doesn't make sense.
He has damage resistances to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing
Jesus
from
Christ.
non-magical attacks. So
Oh, no, magical.
I don't. Yeah, I think just because she's an essence of a thing, it still counts as like one of the normal attacks.
It's still piercing and slashing. How about
Yeah.
this guy? Same?
He's not immune to any of those.
He's not immune.
No,
So 19 hit.
it does not.
Oh, boy. And I already used my wheel for this turn.
Fuck you. No, it's fine. Okay. She still like lunges at him to try to bite, but she misses.
Okay.
But like just barely. She just barely misses him.
Okay.
So
Verity, Lukiel, Dawn. What are we doing?
I can stand up, right?
Yes.
It takes half your movement.
Takes half your
Oh,
movement.
my movement. Oh yeah, I don't care about that. We're in a
we're in a very
Yeah, we're
small
in a-
space.
we're in a
tiny
small
room.
space. I ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna rage again. Boop ba bop. Boop bop be doop. So that means I'm gonna roll for my stuff.
Make sure you're rolling twice.
La-ba-ba. 7 and 3. Oh, those are different. What does that mean? What is that
Always remind me of a Korok whenever you go. Ba, ba, ba.
A what?
Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, totally. Anyways, an intangible spirit which looks like a floof. What is this? What's that? What's that word?
Flump or a pixie?
Floof or a pixie of your choice appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. At the end of your current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take a 1/6 force damage until the rage ends. You can use this effect again, summoning another spirit
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
on each of your turns. And then a pixie appears and it just goes and explodes.
What's the other one?
The other one is flowered. I've never seen either one of these, so I've never read them before. This is thrilling. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
That's hot.
Yeah, the
Not that
difficult
it probably
terrain.
really matters because we're so close to them. But
Yeah.
Yeah. It would fuck all of us up.
the other one would also
For-
damage us too.
Well,
though,
does
'cause
it
we're
say
in the
only
area of them.
enemies?
It does only say only enemies for the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So we would still have
Mhm.
regular.
Yeah.
How much?
That one's the only one that doesn't hurt your allies. The other one hurts your allies because the explosions would affect both
It would
of them
Radius
too.
effect.
Yeah.
But I could put it somewhere that maybe it wouldn't affect them.
It's in a 30-foot radius, so
No, it said 5 feet.
Well,
oh,
It's like,
okay.
Yeah.
Thought it said
Um,
you put it within 5 feet of you, but it does a 30-foot radius explosion.
I can put it anywhere within 30 feet.
Oh, I had that backwards. Okay.
Each creature within 5 feet must succeed a dexterity saving
Okay,
throw.
so you doing the pixie one?
I think I'm gonna. Well, I mean, in theory, if I put him here, then it would just affect this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a little pixie. It's time for Dawn to get a little friend, and it's only
Little spicy.
appropriate that her friend explodes and
that's
hurts people.
So sad.
It's gonna be weird.
That's fucked up.
What's the difference between a pixie and a floof? Floof.
I don't know what that first one
Floomp.
is. A floomp. I don't know.
I'm gonna
it
Google
is.
this.
It's a cool word to say.
Floof. F. Am I saying this right?
It's flump.
Flump.
so it's a sprite, but it essentially will fit the same build.
F-L-U-M-P-H.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Everybody, Google what this is.
It's like a jellyfish type thing.
Look at that.
I love it.
Okay, I summon the
Yes.
jellyfish. A floof.
Well, it looks like that because I don't have a mini for that. So
What'd you put? Oh, it's a pixie instead. Dang it. Nope, it's a floof.
We can just imagine
Jellyfish.
You
yeah,
need to
you
get
can
it.
imagine that it's there.
A floof.
The theater of the mind, folks.
Ah,
So you summon it there, and
I'm guessing it.
it doesn't make a saving throw or anything. It just takes the damage
What?
when it explodes.
No, it says nothing about it taking any damage. It just appears, explodes, and hurts people.
That's what I mean. I just asked if
Oh.
it makes it if the person that it's attacking essentially or exploding near makes a
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh, yeah. Saving throw. A dexterity saving throw or take 1 d6 force damage.
Or take half.
It just says, and each creature within 5 feet
Because
of
it got a dirty
must,
20.
must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1
Doesn't
d6
say what
Okay,
the
so-
DC is.
damage
So
on
when
half.
it's fail, it doesn't take half. So it essentially, if it fails, it doesn't take any damage.
Right.
So it was a dirty 20, so it does not take any damage. So the little the flump / pixie just goes. Poof.
Damn.
I will say,
Oh, is Lukeal in it?
What happens if it failed the dexterity saving throw?
I'm gonna rule that since he's a box higher, essentially he's 5 feet up, but still 5 feet over. So you will need to make that dexterity saving throw as well.
But what happens? Okay, so for next time, I can just have them take a 1d6 of force damage.
If they fail the save.
Oh, it's an 11.
So you fail. So roll that d6, Dawn. You just did 1d6 damage to Lukeal.
Why does all of the things I do
Thanks.
hurt people?
Thanks.
It's better than the other way it would have been.
I'm a monster.
I'm trying to contain myself from using my big thing, which will hurt everybody because you take 4.
4 points of 4 points.
You're
of
chilling up
force
there, though,
damage.
right? I'm just trying to figure out how much guilt I should have. You're chilling. You're fine. You're alive. You're doing well.
For
4 points of force damage.
yeah,
Okay.
which I'm not.
You're not immune to that.
What is the
Or
word?
resistant.
I'm not resistant. Sorry, I keep forgetting what it stands for.
Nobody's
Okay.
resistant
And
to
your
the
that
big and
was-
mighty floof.
Your
Ira-
bardic is 8, right? D8.
It's a 1d8.
Wait, I
bardic.
still get to make my attacks, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Great. All right. Let's
Yeah, it's a 1d8.
Okay.
If you come back from being prone, do you still get, like, if you were knocked into death saves on the initiative run, do you still get attacks after you get picked back up?
Well, I
Yeah.
used my action.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll just make sure.
It's confused.
I was wondering that when Ira did it, so I was like,
as long as they get picked up before, like, they choose. And since
I've
we're
been playing too much of Baldur's Gate. Like, if you get picked up in that initiative order, you don't get to do anything until the next round.
Since we're doing it in like a non-standard way of like initiative, it's like if I would have healed her on my turn and then she was next in the initiative, she could
Yeah,
do a whole round.
okay.
But since we're doing it like
So you're
versus us.
you're essentially tagging this Death Knight.
18.
Does not hit.
Son of a.
God damn.
All right, one more time on you, buddy.
Let's go, Dawn.
Oh,
I want to keep my mouth
Wait, did I
shut
say-
now.
17. What the French toast sticks? Wait, I said 16 the first time. I misspoke. 16 and then 17, so neither one of them hit. Wow, love this. I'm having so much fun. Good thing I have a floomph. Everybody else is like, ooh, you get saved. You get saved. I'm going to hit this guy with a magical spell. And I'm like, I swing. Whoops, I missed. I love being a barbarian and hate it at the same time.
Okay, Verity and Lukiel, you are the only two to do some things, or left to do things.
Verity is going to cast False Life on herself.
Okay.
So I get 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So 3, 6. So I get 10 temporary HP.
All right.
So let me, hold on. Let me cast False Life first. Just so that way I know. Got the 10. Oh, hello. Hello.
How does Big Bad look? Fine.
I always get confused on the terms. So
Bloodied
Let's say-
is half or less.
he's close to bloodied,
Oh boy, we're
but not there yet.
fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So,
boy.
Make it count, folks.
The dice are falling where they may. They cannot
know.
be trusted
Hey.
this evening.
They cannot be trusted.
I'm saying it's.
Wait,
you know.
is
I don't know if I should heal myself next
What's
turn
your
or do
question?
damage.
Let's work through this.
so sneak attack? I can't.
Yes.
That's not a bonus action anymore.
So, sneak attack you can just do.
Yeah, as
Like,
long
as
as
a
you
part of
have
your
advantage
attack.
on attack, you get sneak attack for one of your attacks.
Or if you have an ally within 5 feet engaged.
Which I do between
Yeah.
Dawn and Jax. So
Correct.
I'm going to try and do sneak attack then.
Okay, so the false life gave you how much HP?
10 temporary.
10 temp. Okay, and then so you are using the knife attacks on the Death Knight again.
And false
Yeah.
life is
Okay.
a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
Or, no, it's a action.
It's an action, then you can't attack.
Cool. Then I'm done.
Dang.
Well.
All right. Luke
I
Eel,
was
Yes.
really low on health.
Yeah.
lay it on me, Scat Cat.
As my action, I'm going to cast Rowtham's Psychic Lance
Delicious.
at the 4th level
Okay.
onto Big Bad.
All right. What's that attack? Is it just a straight? You don't need to roll for attack for that one, right?
It's a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a saving throw. What's his saving? What do I got to make? What saving throw? But I get advantage on that saving throw.
Is it psychic damage?
It's because it's a spell. He has advantage on saving throws against spells.
Intelligence.
Intelligence saving throw. Okay. And that is only a 12.
Yes.
Let's
Fuck yeah.
go.
Dude, that means he's
He's incapacitated too.
Does anyone have 4 more D6s?
I absolutely do have 4 more D6s.
That's clutch.
I have a bunch of mini ones. You want all of them? Oh, she's got you.
How long does the incapacitated go? Until the start of your next turn, correct?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
Till the start
Okay.
of my next turn.
Okay.
Go, Luke, heal!
So 18 points of... Why does it not say?
It's psychic damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Snaps for Luke heal.
Okay. Nice. And he is incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you're going to do?
I feel like I should have a bonus action
Do it.
of some sort.
Do it. Do it. Do
They
it.
really
do
gotta
it,
fix
do
the
it.
wording on the new incapacitated because it says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It should also say bonus actions because that would make
Yeah.
any fucking sense. Just be like, you can't do actions or reactions, but you can do bonus actions. Like,
But you can go into a rage while incapacitated.
to be fair, it does not specify movement, so they can still move even though they're incapacitated, which
The
also
body just
doesn't make
starts like
sense.
rolling around, like back and forth. Cause my axe is embedded in his nervous system.
Literally, that's it.
You know what I was talking about?
Oh, I love freaking
Let's see.
Gimli. Love that
I'm
movie.
going to cast
love Gimli.
unsettling words on him as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you unsettle him. God, these words are so
And that
unsettling.
technically expends a bardic inspiration because I have to roll that.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
fuck, it's a 3. Damn it. Oh well.
Something.
We are killing these rolls tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So got to subtract the number, the 3, from the next saving throw
Okay.
that character makes
Okay.
before the start of my next turn,
Okay.
which
Okay.
I guess doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because he's incapacitated. So I didn't really read into that as far as I
I
should have.
mean, I don't think that they get like. It doesn't say they get like disadvantage on anything incapacitated. It's just they can't take action. So they still get regular like their saving throws, I think. I believe.
Yep. So you still would get advantage on saving throws against like spells and stuff. It would just be that -3.
Yep. And then I mean I've got a pretty good vantage point right here.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna stay right there?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Think
when
so.
they come for you ghost boys, ghost boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
Copyright.
come for you? All right.
Sorry.
Literally every single thing that's said makes me want to sing.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn, and we will have the Spectre and Ghost. You just move them on the board. All right. So I'm gonna move this guy, and I'm just gonna pop him right here. Actually, no, I'll just have him turn to Jax. Jax or Verity, because technically you're both in that same spot.
Lovely.
Okay. So the Wraith is going to do its life drain melee attack
Both of us?
on. It only gets one, so
Okay.
I'm going to do it on. I'll do it on Verity this time. All right, so it is going to be. That is 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So 48 plus 3. So 18 points of necrotic damage. And go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw.
If I just do 18 from this, it'll take it from the temp 2, right?
I don't know. Try it.
Okay, sweet.
Constitution, you said?
Yes.
Son of a... That one.
All right. So your HP maximum is decreased by 18.
Cool. Let me do math.
There's an HP maximum modifier on D&D Beyond.
If you go to this max HP, you can put negative 18 on there. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, negative 18 or negative 8?
Negative 18.
However much you took. However much damage you took. You have to put the negative in there as well.
And then the
go.
Spectre is going to cast his life drain attack on Eliana. That is a 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right. That is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I would go down, but my Breath of the Cosmos tattoo
Makes it so you
makes
basically
it so I
just
can
stay at
pop
1.
up to 1 once
do.
a day. So I like start to drop, but then my body goes. Ooh.
That's
Like,
so
shoot
funny.
back up. That's a natural 1.
So your HP maximum decreases by 9.
What is happening? I don't think we've had this many natural ones.
You haven't.
You
It's
said by
been
9?
pretty wild the last couple of sessions.
yeah.
Like,
It's the Halloween episode.
yeah. It's that
Yeah,
Halloween.
exactly. Happy Halloween.
Freaks
All the
come out
dice
at
are
night.
dis-
So since the Death Knight is incapacitated, he cannot go. So it is now the start of your next turn.
Haha.
He is no longer incapacitated because it's the start of Lukeel's next turn. So,
Technically, he went at the.
well, until
toward the end,
Lukeel's
until he
part of
goes.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you that. We'll throw you the bone on that one.
Can I please
Catch it with your mouth.
whack?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I would like Verity's own version of Rage at level 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. Are you
She's a
casting it
witch.
on the Death Knight?
Yes.
Is there
Okay.
a radius on that?
No, it should just be a straight.
It's one creature.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
One of them.
Okay, hold on. I need to stand up for this. 'Cause
Is
this
there a saving throw against that or no?
it's just an attack roll. So I'm
Okay.
really.
Let's roll that. Roll
You've
that
been
beautiful
so-
bean footage.
Oh my gosh.
Kiss it.
Please, baby girl. Please don't mess with me.
And she's on the floor. Everybody.
I rolled a 2 + 6 is an 8.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
So almost a natural 1. I'm actually dead
And I
right
just
now.
wasted a level 3 spell. I tried, y'all.
You know.
That was a good attempt.
You-
I
Good attempt.
tried. That's my turn.
Can I be honest? I had no faith that that was going to hit. I don't know. Something in my bones was like, nope.
I had a feeling. It's like if I rolled the clear one, I would have gone.
I want the house to fall on him.
23.
So are you shooting with the arrows?
Nope. It's Halma.
Is going to attack the Death Knight?
Mm-hmm.
22? That does hit.
Dang. Wow. Weird. That's crazy that one person is able to hit this stupid thing.
That would be a 10
Yeah.
plus 3, so 13 points of piercing damage
Take
Okay.
that.
Okay.
on him. Yep. Okay, then for Ira, she's going to use. She's incapacitated.
Yep.
Her daggers on him.
And I think no, that doesn't give you guys an advantage. I think
What?
since you're flanking him
Yeah, you're
because there's
flanking,
people
though, so you
behind
still
him,
get
so you still get advantage
get
on your
advantage,
attack
yep.
rolls.
On each one?
Yes.
Palma would have gotten
that would
advantage
be
too
for
if
your
she
first
rolled a nat
one?
20.
First one's going to be 21.
That
With
hits.
advantage.
21.
21. I've been waiting
And that's your nick.
all session.
It's going to be a 13. It's going to miss.
Okay, so your nick misses, but you still get a third one if you're going to do with your offhand.
22.
Okay, so the first and the second hit, the nick does not. So you go ahead and roll for damage for those 2 knife attacks.
9. So 19 total points of damage
19 total. Nice.
Nice.
on him.
Oh my gosh, what a relief. Somebody hit
Where does
this.
that leave him?
Please say not okay.
And then I still have my bonus action, I think. If I have anything I can do. I don't know what I can do.
I mean, he's past bloodied at this point.
Thank God. past
Is
bloody?
anyone poisoned?
No.
Okay.
Is anyone poisoned?
You're
I wish at this point.
restoration. You're
That would explain the nat ones.
well.
I'm still feeling that
That would
exhaustion.
explain the nat ones.
Yeah.
Use action.
If I can stay up, I have an idea of what if he's finally
Okay.
past bloody. I
Yeah,
have
that'll
an
be my
idea.
turn.
Okay. So Ira and Verity are done. That gives Eliana Dawn. So we'll keep Lukiel last so he stays incapacitated.
In
Yay.
her desperation of not wanting what happened to her village happen again, she is trying with all her life to take out this thing instead of her self-preservation. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level,
Okay.
and I am hoping it works. I'm going to roll my big metal dice.
Big boy.
Whoa, that just like shook the table.
18 plus 8.
Thank
That definitely
goodness.
26. Okay, and so that is 6d6.
Okay. With a max of 36 damage.
Please.
All the big dice.
Please roll. Guys, you didn't roll. You all roll. Okay. That is 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points of radiant damage. Very nice.
And then. God, do I have a bonus action to do anything? I probably don't. Oh, I still have my. I don't have it up, but I'm going to use another one of my wild shapes to recast my archer form and make a attack with the starry arrow.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
Am I the last to go? And
Before Lukiel, because Lukiel is keeping him incapacitated until the start of his next
That is
attack.
only a 12. Oh, and I have my bardic inspiration though, so it
That could push you to it.
barely. Let's fucking see. Yeah, that's only a 16.
That's not it.
All right, that will be the end of my turn.
All right, Dawn, you're up.
And he's incapacitated. That makes more sense. I'm gonna hit him because I had another idea, and it's
Now,
dumb to
make sure
do.
you roll with advantage because you are flanking. So your attacks will get advantage. And don't
Thank
forget to
God.
add your +2 to the damage because you're raging.
I would love to add +2 to the damage. However, I haven't hit anything yet, so we haven't gotten that
she
far.
got downed, so her rage ended.
She re-raged. That's where the flump,
Oh, yeah. No,
that's
no,
where the
yeah,
flumps
yeah.
came from.
Oh yeah, where's the
Correct.
flump guy?
Where are you gonna put him?
I'm gonna put him back. What's
Put
going
him-
on with this guy?
Put him where you did before?
Yeah, put him. Yeah. Is that gonna hit Jax? No.
Yes.
It
But
is.
So then
it's-
5 feet.
It's either Jax or Lukiel.
Yeah, one of the two.
Put it in between Lukiel. Love you. Wait. Oh, Jax doesn't have any damage though, either. I don't think he's really taking anything. All right, put that floop right there.
Okay. It's a what saving throw?
Dex.
Dex. That's only a 2 plus 2, so 4. So it fails.
Cool.
Ha ha
So
ha.
do that 1d6 damage.
Bleep 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 bleep. Burp. Dang it. I mean, that's not 1. It's a 3.
3. Okay.
Can you the floop comes up and he plops up like a little jellyfish and then he goes and his guts splatter onto people.
Oh God.
The ethereal guts that just vanish away.
Okay, and now I'm gonna try and hit what's his face?
Okay.
The knight. 20, dirty 20.
Nice.
That hits.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Thank
And
God
then
he
roll,
can't
roll for your
parry.
second axe swing because you get 2.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Make sure it's with advantage.
With advantage. It was a 3 and then it was a 2. That was a 3, right? Did you see
It was
it?
a 2 and then a 5.
Oh, a 5.
Okay.
So
Second one does not hit, but the first one does. So go ahead and roll for the damage for that one, and then add 2 since you are raging.
5, 11, 2, 13. 13 points.
13 points of that slashing damage.
Come on, baby.
I love we've gotten to the point in the evening where DM sounds like a game show host.
All right. Is that your turn? I think the flump was your bonus action, if I'm not
Actually, oh,
Is
it
it
a
part of it?
no.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just an ability.
I don't think it
You
is.
technically get a bonus action, I guess.
My bonus action, because I never do it, is I'm gonna hidden step.
Okay.
Wow.
Where are we going?
I think she just turns invisible.
Yeah, I just turn invisible.
Okay, so you're invisible. All
Yep,
right.
I just go invisible for no reason.
Fucking fair,
Well, I have a thought.
honestly, to
All
not
right.
take damage.
Luke Heel.
How's big guy looking?
Hurt.
Come on, big guy. How are you
I
looking?
mean, he's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah.
Row them psychic lance again.
Okay.
At the 4th level.
All right. Roll for that. Saving throw, I will.
Yes.
He still gets advantage on that because it's still a spell. And I need to beat a
17?
17.
Come on.
Oh.
Fail.
It's an intelligence?
Yep.
Yeah, that's only a 6.
Fuck
He's not
yeah.
that smart.
Let's go.
He's not.
He's
All right, so
He's not
roll
that
that
smart.
damage.
Gonna need 4 more d6.
Let's see you
So does he just
roll that
stay down
damage.
He, like,
Incapacitation.
tries to get back up.
He essentially, yeah, he stays incapacitated, which is good. That's good for you all.
Nice. Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
You have combated like 2 whole rounds of damage. So
Yeah,
you're doing fucking
you're literally
hot.
safe. How does your back feel?
16.
So 16 points of damage.
Huh?
Is your back feeling okay
My back?
from carrying this team?
Yeah, you're carrying the party.
You've saved us from 2 onslaughts of
You did
him.
not see that coming, and it made me feel so
Yeah, 'cause I'll tell you
good.
what.
Bardic inspiration in real life.
When he uses his sword, he gets 3 attacks with the sword, which does the 1d10 plus
I'm just gonna leave
4d8. So the fact that he hasn't been able to swing on y'all is real good.
We were almost
Keep
SOL.
it up.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's still,
keep it up. All right.
How much damage was that?
That was 16.
16.
16.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
He goes right back into incapacitation.
He's just frozen in fear. We're so scary.
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure we skipped Jax's turn last time. So
We did.
he's
Whoopsies.
going to go again. And he's going to, essentially, he's going to hit the Wraith.
Come
So he's
on,
going to
Wraith.
roll those unarmed strikes and
Oh, the life of an NPC always being forgotten, you know?
I feel like this is
No.
my
both
version
of those hit. Flurry of blows. What's his? Those guys are armor class.
I feel like this is my version of a
Yep. So
sporting
all
game.
4 of those are gonna hit.
Nice.
All 4 are gonna hit.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, Jax.
Come on,
And
Jax.
That is gonna be 4d8 plus 4d6 plus 5 times 4, so 20. So he's gonna do some big boy damage.
Big boy damage.
Hit him with a stick.
Hit him with the chair, my lord.
Is that cool?
12 plus 12 is 24 plus 8
He's not here.
is 32 plus 6 is 40. So 44 plus 20 is 64 points
Jesus
of
Thank
fucking
you.
damage. He
The
kind of hits this wraith. Boom, 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 and it. Poof.
Way to go, babe.
Does he flump like the flump?
HP, Jax.
What?
I get temp HP from
Oh, nice,
Does
nice.
does
nice.
Cole like go
that. Like raise his arms. Excited.
Yeah, what does Cole do?
Cole essentially on the last punch is on top of Jax's
Yeah.
hand and kicks him in the face. It kicks the wraith in the face as it does it. So he added to the damage a little bit there in spirit. Yeah, so then the Spectre is going to do its life steal attack
No.
on to who's in front of him?
Don't fucking look at me.
I'm going to go. I'm going to hit.
Wait, don't you dare.
I'm going to hit Ira just because I know I haven't spread the love in a little while.
was like, no matter what, I'm going down. I have 1 hit point.
I know. I mean, I gotta be strategic, maybe.
You're
I
dead.
don't know.
Do it. I
Dead,
fucking
dead,
dare
dead.
you.
take out the main
All right.
healer?
Yeah.
it.
All right. I'm going after Eliana
You
instead.
hadn't said nothing. We would have come to me.
I'll take
Well,
it.
that's only. Oh, jeez. Okay, I thought that was a 9. It's a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Dot hits.
That hits. So that's 3d6 necrotic. That's 7 points of necrotic damage. Go ahead and make that. Oh no, you failed the Constitution saving throw. So go ahead, since you're down.
Oh, okay.
Make that 7 points out of your max HP.
7. That's
What
not
is
that
your max
bad.
now? Like
Let's
the third time you've
see.
lost.
My max is
Oh, it
now
stacks?
59.
It stacks. Yeah, it keeps
stacks.
going
It keeps going down. Yeah,
because it keeps its life drain.
This is such a weird
Yes,
combat.
Sarah, have you been doing it right in your seat?
I've only had to face it one time right now. Okay.
Okay, so that's their turn. So it's your guys' turn again. So of course, strategically, keep Luke healed to the end of this order.
The 23 hit.
23. Are you hitting the big guy?
Yes.
It sure does.
That's Halma with a bite.
All right.
Grr. I don't know why I did that. That was
Big
strange.
guy's gone, though. You mean other big guy?
The
No,
knight.
Death Knight.
Oh, the Death Knight.
I thought the Death Knight died.
No, the Death Knight didn't die. It was
No.
the
other
It was
guy.
the Wraith.
Well,
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
There's 2 wraiths, right?
There's now 1, right?
That's a Spectre, not a Wraith.
Okay.
And then would someone else like to go
What does
before
that
Ira?
mean? I
There's a
don't know.
difference in like ability levels and stuff.
Would someone else like to go before Ira?
I can go.
Go for it.
Oh, Verity is going to forget the spells and use her dagger with Nick.
Okay.
I can't do math. Atlee.
Which one are you attacking?
The big guy.
It's attacking the Death Knight.
So
What's-
you're also flanking him, then I believe.
Yeah, so make sure you get advantage. Yeah.
I was supposed to be getting advantage this entire time.
You're
Yeah.
flanking,
Which means you
dude.
get a sneak attack again.
I
yeah,
told you
it's
that,
it's how
honey.
rogues work,
Honey.
and especially how surrounding people works.
Well,
Honey.
Blinking.
Well, okay, that first one is gonna not hit with a 15, and it's a 15 again.
Well,
15 again. All right.
I'm
That's
gonna
funny.
use. No, I'm down. I can't use my wheel.
And so because I didn't hit, I don't get sneak attack.
So you did
didn't hit,
your
so no.
first one, your Nick, and then your
I haven't-
offhand.
I haven't done the offhand yet.
Do your offhand.
And that's also with advantage.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
You can
Dirty
apply your
20.
sneak
That
attack to
hits. You can add your sneak attack to your offhand. Doesn't really specify which.
Yeah, I believe anytime you hit, you can decide to use your sneak attack
On
once
one of
per
your
round.
hits, yeah.
Okay, so
And sneak attack doesn't count as a bonus action, correct?
No, it's just with your
Yeah.
attack.
Because your offhand is technically your bonus action
Yeah.
with your 2-weapon fighting.
so. Okay, so that's 8 for that, and then
I love how my standard sitting heart rate is normally about like 52 to 54, and it's 68 right now.
That's such a low sitting heartbeat.
plus
What the
6.
I'm in good shape.
So,
Okay,
Mine's like
3 plus
70
5.
or 80.
right?
so that's 8. Yeah.
It's plus 6.
So that's 24 or 14. Jeez.
I think that's
8
right.
plus 6 is 14. Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
And
So as you do this, you hear as this like shadow kind of encompasses your knives. You essentially kind of like go to hit it. The first one misses, second one misses, but then you take the offhand and hit him in the bottom of the chin, and it goes straight into him, and he drops.
Nice.
Yeah. You killed him.
All the while, the whispers were going off in your head.
Murder. 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 That's what they were saying.
And as he disappears,
Yep.
the specter also
Yep.
is gone.
I'm glad we won, but I'm bummed I didn't get to use my other idea. I'll save it for next time.
I would like to raid the basement.
I'm unconscious.
Nah.
Lawful goods.
does
anyone want to heal me?
I'm going to cast aid and give you 5 HP.
Okay.
So the big guy's down.
Everybody's
all gone.
gone.
Everybody's gone.
Because the other guy bounced out of there.
I am going to cast for Eliana. Fucking if this shit will let me.
Just as a reminder, the house is still on fire.
And
it
aid gives
still
me
makes me
5 to my
nervous.
max, right? Too.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at
Cure
the third
Wounds.
level, which is 6d8 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay.
So if anyone has 3 more d8s,
All right.
Is that it?
Mine in a pouch in my dice bag. I can just pull them.
I'm sorry. I feel guilty about
don't.
that, okay?
Don't.
Sarah doesn't have a
Don't.
dice bag
Yeah,
because
Sarah
she thinks
keeps
it's
hers
appropriate
in-
to keep all of her dice sets separate.
In the original boxes.
In the
they
little
came in.
boxes.
Yeah.
So as these enemies
Whoa, whoa,
fall,
whoa,
But
I'm
it's
having-
cute,
target
and we are
Hold on.
unsure
Hold
of
on.
it.
Luciel's rolling.
okay.
Oh,
I'm curing
oh.
wounds, man. Can't fucking see shit.
On who?
Cure
You?
my
Self? You? Me?
wounds.
Okay.
Hey, pretty good roll. Pretty good
Thank you.
Doing it for you.
Thank you very much.
21
21.
points of healing.
21.
Oh wait, plus 5.
21
so
plus 5.
26.
26 points of healing.
Thank you.
21 plus 6.
All right. As these enemies like all fade and like the Death Knight kind of falls and this just becomes just this pile of rusted armor as the interior of his body kind of just like disintegrates into dust. The darkness in the room seems to illuminate. All of your dark vision essentially comes into effect, those who can see. And there's kind of like a dim light coming from the kind of like hallway of the basement where you guys had entered previously, or of that like little stairway entry. The basement itself, there's not really, it just looks like a kind of an old like storage space. There's just some like crates of dusty crates and like firewood next to some dingy tables and a dirty bookcase with some moldy books on it.
Who does not have dark vision?
I don't think I do. I don't know where I would
I know
find
Verity has dark vision. Jax, I believe, has dark vision.
that. Oh, traits and features? I don't think I
I
have.
don't know if changelings have
There's
dark
also under
vision.
senses, too.
Let's see.
Yeah, on the left-hand side, it's under your
Oh,
Like
no.
passives.
He does not have dark vision, so Verity's the only one that can see.
No, I have dark
I'm
vision.
an elf.
Oh yeah, the elves are
Yeah.
elves. So Lukiel, Jax, and Dawn don't really see too much.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
oh,
Yeah.
Aha.
Ira,
Just
well, it's
Jax and
just
Dawn.
Dawn and Jax.
Ira pulls out a torch and lights it and
Okay.
hands it to Jax.
Okay.
How long do I stay invisible for?
I think
I think it's just to the end of the read it.
so. It's like
The
if it's
turn.
the end of the
The
turn, which
end
is
turn,
6
like-
seconds. So
Dang it! I would love to just still be invisible for no reason. Like you can't see me even with your night vision. Mwah!
So yeah, so this is just looks like a kind of dingy basement. There's really nothing of note. You're more than welcome to look into the crates and see if you find anything.
Is
Ira is going to cast Divine Sense just to make sure there are no
Fair.
more undead or fiends or anything besides Verity in the space.
Yeah, the only thing that pops up on that is just Verity.
Lovely.
is
I don't like you enough. Go away.
Cat Gabe is freaking
Gabe
out.
is being mean this time, not having fun at the door.
I love my cat, but he is also kind of a jerk.
He's so testy sometimes. It
He
is
is.
so he like literally looks like he's about to battle stance.
Now
Oh,
you're
now
gonna
he's
play
being
with the door.
cute and he's playing with the door. Oh, and yelling. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Be both
Okay.
then.
So does any of you look into any of the crates, or do you all just kind of get out of the basement?
I am looking through the crate.
I'm gonna smash a crate.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
You got it.
I want to look at Katsuo's body and see.
I think it's gone.
Yeah. So essentially, a specter formed where his body was, and it
Okay.
kind of gone.
14.
Well,
14. There's nothing really of note in any of these boxes. They're just kind of old, like weird oddities and like knickknacks that he would sell at his shop. They're just kind of all dingy and
Any random like pieces of gold or silver just dripped in the corners for a
fortunately,
rainy day?
fortunately no.
Lame.
You know what I didn't ask before entering this
hmm
was if I could fit in here
You're good.
because basements are normally pretty shallow.
You're good.
That's funny. I'm gonna inspect the ceiling because I'm amazed it's held up and we haven't, died from a fire yet.
Okay. You inspect the ceiling and you feel it like kind of. It's very hot to touch. So you guys
Fun.
kind of need to maybe expedite
Whenever you
this
guys are ready,
process.
we're still in a burning house, so Yep. And then she goes and stands by the door to like try and usher people out whenever they're ready.
Are there any traces of like where these people originated from, or no?
Not really.
Okay.
There is not any point of origin.
Is dude's body still there?
No.
I think we should leave.
What a goof.
Oh, Gabe's being cute.
Gabe the goof. So do you all leave the basement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ira does at least.
Okay.
Very
All right, everybody, let's go.
Gabe,
That's so-
literally not doing
You can
anything.
hear how loud. Here, do you want to talk to the folks?
Hey,
Oh,
Gabe,
he's just sniffing it. He's just
don't be a
sniffing the
coward.
microphone.
Say something. Talk to people.
Oh,
He ran away.
he ran
See,
away.
he doesn't want to talk now.
He
I handed
literally
him the
was
mic and he didn't
so
do anything.
loud and so cute at the same time.
Yeah.
And his teeth are sharp looking. Like he looks like a little vampire a little bit.
So you guys all filter kind of out of this basement stairwell, essentially through the hole that you guys kind of had entered through with the move earth spell earlier. And you come out and you see the whole house is kind of now engulfed in fire.
I took the net with me, by the way.
Okay. Still has the net.
I
Heard
never
that,
got to
heard
use
that.
it, and I'm pissed.
Emotional support net.
Mine now, because it caused me a lot of emotional turmoil.
Jax is going to use one of his elementalism and create a spray of cool mist that lightly dampens creatures and objects in a 5-foot cube. So essentially, he's kind of trying to put out a little bit of the fire at the same at least at one point. And then, sorry, he's going to use one of his key points to do. I don't think I'm an elemental monk. Nope. Okay, so go ahead, Dawn.
Dawn's looks at everybody and is like, "So, what was that? What was that all about?"
So, I had asked the Emperor about Florenia, right?
Right, your lady, ex-lady,
Sort of, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the goddess that my family has been worshiping for centuries.
Who like beats you up in your sleep and stuff.
That's been a recent development.
Right,
yes.
right.
You know, funnily enough, she never actually did reach out to me before I left the Feywild. So, you know,
That's interesting.
Didn't show her true face or true colors until, you know, I was outside of my home plane. Anyway, I spoke with the Emperor and he did recognize her name. Apparently she is a usurper god. And she collaborated with a god named Venatura, the god of natural death.
Nothing about that felt natural, but continue.
Right. So I don't understand why they're against us, because those were obviously undead creatures. So I don't know why that god was coming after me specifically. You would think that they would be the opposite of what, you know, like I don't get it. I don't know.
Well, we do have to go back to the library because you wanted to go back to the library.
Yeah, I was actually going to research about this very exact thing.
I love how quickly we move on from things we're like,
Is-
nope, almost died. Oh, let's go to the library,
This
everybody.
is Jax. Is nobody going to help put this fire out? And he starts shooting like ice knives at the fire to try to put the fire of the house
I have
out.
nothing I can do.
I can make it worse. That's about
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, there's
No,
nothing I
Jax,
can
just
do.
leave it.
After, well, it's
It's an
going to
asshole's
burn the
house.
trees down.
Then put ice on the trees.
He, after about,
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Can you?
Are you gonna summon a horse?
No.
Oh.
I'm not freaking
how would that help the fire?
Elsa.
It wouldn't.
I mean, it's not really
Oh, an
helpful.
ice
It's just the
horse
only
from
thing I remember
Frozen.
that she can do.
I'm not. This isn't really helpful, but it's the ice storm arrow.
I mean,
Okay.
A hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground, a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
No.
So not really. Actually, no, it would. I'm going to do
Maybe.
this over the house.
Okay.
Huh.
So
I'm going
How
between the ice
peculiar.
knives and that arrow,
Everyone,
essentially,
Stand back, please.
Back way up.
Okay.
we all back up. You shoot the arrow at the house, and you see this like the house just essentially just like freezes on all sides.
Yeah.
Essentially, and then amidst the fire is just kind of like this melting.
It's like
Yeah, like
a
a
hailstone coming down.
Yeah. So you see a lot of like the hailstones do damage the house a bit, but given the circumstances, a
dead
lot of the
anyway.
wood is like scorched and broken. Some broken windows, of course, from the fire as well as the
We just don't
hail.
want the fire to spread. We
Yeah.
don't really care
Right.
about the
The
house.
fire is put out,
didn't
so the house
start
does
the
get put
fire.
out.
That trap started the fire.
It did. It certainly did.
Should we go back and let them know that we took care of this?
Yeah, I would think that's appropriate.
Absolutely. And show them the
Technically,
logs.
we only took care of so much.
All the
Whatever that
bookkeeping.
gross dude was, technically took care of Kazim, whatever.
Well, we should probably still let him know that he's dead.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Just that's funny.
They might need to find some more volunteers, I guess.
Just one.
And we have to figure out what's inside this box without hurting any of us.
Oh, yeah. it's
You
true.
have a box.
Yeah.
Let's smash it with a hammer.
Isn't the head of the sanctuary like a sorceress or something? I think she could just
Brilliant.
do the thing.
Hmm.
Do
Yeah.
you disarm bombs and explosives and pick locks? Isn't that your whole thing?
I mean, I can try.
You try to do it from us. Maybe you can do this box with consent.
Major
do you want,
side
if
eye.
I go down, I'll go down. I'll open it.
You don't have to. You can
You
wait
don't
for
have
a
to.
sorcerer lady. We're asking if you have the ability.
We can
Yeah. I mean, I
certainly
can-
wait until we're all
I
not,
can try.
beaten and bloodied anymore, too.
So we can
I
just
think
I
bloody ourselves
have-
again.
So tired.
Let me check my bag to see if I have my tools with me. I do have thieves' tools.
I believe it would be a trap disarm kit
Yeah.
that you would need.
Then
Otherwise, it would just be a normal sleight of a hand check.
Yeah.
I cannot sadly do it. I just got regular.
Okay. Let's ask the sorceress then.
Sorceress?
Yeah, she can disarm traps with a.
Oh yeah.
These
These
tools?
tools, yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, Baldur's
Um,
Gate got different
that's-
rules.
I know, yeah, Baldur's Gate does. See,
Do you want to
It's
do it?
clouded my mind.
You don't have to do it. We can ask sorceress lady to do it.
I can try it.
She's like, give me.
I believe with a thief's tool,
challenge.
it's still a sleight of hand check.
It
Yes.
is.
Um,
And
You add your proficiency to your
yeah.
sleight of hand check
wait,
as well.
Which proficiency?
So your proficiency, you'll add it onto
Oh,
your
it's-
sleight of hand
Yes.
Cool.
addition.
And
Okay.
while Verity's doing this, she's like, I know this is probably bad timing while she's like trying to, since we all about died, can I like maybe join the party?
Nah.
16.
Okay. With the 16, you hear like a. And that's where we're going to end.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Thank you again so much for listening. We appreciate all of the things, all of you. But again, big thanks to Pocket Bard. Great fight. Great job, my adventurers. And we will see you all in the next episode. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.